Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dork Tales. We are here at episode 4C. I'm going to update my notes. I had about 5. After this session, we're going to be switching to, I guess the metric system. It's going to be a little easier to follow. So, hi, everybody. I am the Dungeon Master, Kelly, and starting on my right this time, because I always go to the left, we are...
Hi, I'm Winter.
Wrong way!
Oh. This
Winter.
I thought you meant this way.
No, I said to the right. This, look, if you do this, then this is an L.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were a small child educator.
I actually... So, you can teach
This is
kids
something
that.
you need to teach them.
Dude, when I was teaching high school in Japan, because directions are always a pain no matter where you go, I taught them it makes an L left, and they're like, oh, so there's no. They were jazzed. But anyway.
No, I thought you said you were starting on the left.
Well, I said I always start on the left.
Oh.
Sorry.
Pay attention!
So anyway, that will be Winter. Winter's coming, but not yet.
So now that my introduction has not been stolen, I'm Christine and I'm playing the cleric of the Tempest Domain Malia.
I am Mike. I am playing a half-elf named Xenophafer Rightwing.
I'm Amy, and I am playing the half-orc druid Tia Armstrong.
Hi.
It's me
Who are
again.
you?
It's me again. Your boy. No. Hi, I'm Winter. I'm playing a tiefling named Marisol.
All right, and then we also skip...
Currently you can't see him, but Charlie is here.
Yes.
To our side. He's kind of invisible because he's black, and Mike is also wearing black, so he kind of blends into the edge of Mike's shirt.
No! Charlie.
What did you
Oh, fuck!
What are you doing?
Trying to just pay attention to the stream, and it's giving me ads again.
Here's Charlie.
This happened last time.
Say hi, Charles.
I don't know how to
Hello.
fix it.
Charlie!
You.
Seat!
Okay, lie down. Should
On
be
your moot.
On your mat.
On your mat. Alright.
Well, it's okay, we're getting started by a dog anyway.
Hi. So if you're tuning in for the first time, a little bit of information. This campaign is called Generic Fantasy Setting number 17735. The basic story is that our roguish friend here was once a human female traveling the countryside and doing good deeds by stealing things and grave robbing. Unfortunately, she grave robbed from the goddess of the earth, Nirn, and darkness and all of those fun things. An ancient statue of Nirn stole a jewel called the Eye of Nirn, which cursed her, made her into a tiefling, and now she has picked up various ne'er-do-wells on her quest to become human again. I declare.
I resemble that.
Yeah, you resemble that. So this is the least human party possible. The point of generic fantasy setting is that we started off with the most generic fantasy setting possible, and then it's slowly becoming super specific. So along their way, they have made friends, lost a friend to some giant eagles. He didn't die, he just kind of flew off on one.
Bye.
Because giant eagles, they're like Uber for fantasy worlds. And picked up a 13,000 plus year old, which means she's legal, dragon girl.
So we can talk about our boobs.
You can't, don't, but
Don't.
you can. You can.
Leave my baby alone.
Yeah.
Don't be weird about Dragon Daughter.
Don't be.
She's all of our daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, and now this episode, we are doing episode 3 of the Battle of the Bands arc, in which our explorers have gone to the Gnomish city of Ballyhut in order to make their way ever onward toward the Tower of Edagon the Wise, who's the big wizard dude around here.
The big dude.
He's the big whiz.
The big whiz?
Yeah.
Big whiz.
Yeah, he's the whiz. So they're on their way that way to go get humidified or something. And they stopped in Ballyhut, which has a yearly concert event where bards from all over come and compete, and the winners become the ruler of the city for a year. Only to find that the city is in disarray. People are warring because the last year's champion has gone missing, and therefore the festival cannot proceed. So it's turning into a real Jets versus Shark West Side Story situation. They took a contract to go down into the Fey magic tainted ruins beneath the city and are looking and actually just found him. So before we start, I'm going to give you these. These are your inspiration points. I'm saying they refresh at the beginning of the session.
Yay, thank you.
Much appreciated. Oh,
Red.
All right. I could also give them out in the form of dice, but I think that's probably better. All right. So, last session. You descended further. What?
It says ace.
Yeah, they're poker chips.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can give you a different one.
No, it's perfect.
Here, give me that back.
No, it's mine.
I bought a thing. So now I can be like,
You're going
is
now.
this you? All right. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia. Okay.
Tiefling, more like Tief gone.
Teeth. Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeetling.
Bye.
All right. So this game is going off to a roaring stop.
Here we go.
All right. Last time on Generic Fantasy Setting, our heroes descended into the mountain range and dungeons beneath Ballyhut. Under the auspices of the person who I wrote down on a different page. Oh yeah, that's right. At the behest of the Dryad Trionce and the rest of the council, they descended deep into... Oh, Ed Sheeran. Or Eld Sheeran. I forgot about him.
And Hunter Haste.
Oh my
It's
God.
so dumb. I love it. Descended into the ruins beneath, where they fought wave after wave of cursed enemy. Finally, coming into a room that shed light on Gnomish heritage, they stole a scepter, went into the next room and fought a pair of displacer beasts to rescue what they only could imagine was the missing hero, Drake O. Yeah, no, it's bad. It's a lot of bad puns. And then the game ended. When they defeated the displacer beasts, Draco stepped out of the shadow and pulled his hood back, revealing... Well, we'll just rerun that scene real quick. The man steps out of the shadow, crawling down the collapsed pillar as gingerly as he can. He's shaking, fear, and you can smell adrenaline and sweat on the air. The room is lit dimly only by the light of your elf sunblade. And in the darkness, well, in the dimness, the hooded figure steps forward. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done. But you probably should have just let them kill me. I ran down here when I thought. He came to me and he said he could fix the problem. That he could make me not just a sham artist. He could make me real. But he didn't. He did this to me. And he pulls back his hood, revealing that the human known as Drake O, now staring back at you, is another tiefling. And I think we'll begin game there.
Oh shit.
There you have another Yeetling.
Another Yeetling?
Yeah. Alright, so he lowers his hood, revealing his horns and reddish purple skin. What do you all do?
I will also take off my hood, revealing the horns and reddish purple skin.
Oh look, a match made in Unheaven.
Holy crap, you're a Tiefling.
What did you do?
I didn't...
It's not a phase, Mom.
Now's not the time.
A couple of nights ago, I guess a week ago. What day is it?
I don't know. I lost track.
It was 2 days before the festival. And I knew that I was going to be a laughingstock once they found out that I was a one-hit wonder. I was getting incredibly drunk at the Rock Eel. And this halfling came up to me and said that he could fix everything. I followed him and he gave me this, and he'll open his shirt and you can see that there is a small little sliver of glowing gem stuck to his chest. And it changed me. And I couldn't stand to be seen like this. I have fans. Women. Men. Dwarves.
Wow.
I wonder where that could have come from.
Oh no.
Were you tricked as well?
Would I have a piece of, like, any
I
of the
don't know.
shard?
Do you? I don't think you do.
But I know what this is.
This
Right.
this is definitely a
Yeah.
shard of that. Like, you... Actually, make me a wisdom save.
Oh, no.
Sorry, guys. Where's my D?
Hey, so I'm gonna
dumb.
give you... You are going to get a... Oh, not blinded, not paralyzed, not poisoned.
Poisoned, dead.
Yeah.
When you just get killed instantly.
It's just... You looked at something, you're dead.
Basically, that's what happens with my wisdom, okay?
Yeah. So,
It's kind of great.
you're going to feel actually fairly nauseated looking at this. You're going to have a sense of vertigo for a minute. And you'll straighten yourself by grabbing a bit of pillar next to you. When the vertigo clears, you'll be certain, yes, that is one of the shards of the Eye of Nirn.
What color is it?
It is a brilliant purple, kind of like a glow-in-the-dark amethyst.
Does it clash with the color of their skin?
No, it actually kind of accentuates it, kind of like an underlighting.
Oh, there you go.
No, this one. So this halfling that gave you that, was he affected at all by it? Or did he seem to want to get rid of it?
He seemed really generous. Very social. Seemed like a really nice guy. He seemed like he just wanted to help. Said he was, he had a holy symbol on him. He was a, oh God, I was really drunk. I don't remember. Can I get everyone here to make me just an intelligence check? You can roll in. You're proficient in intelligence, I'm pretty sure, right? No?
I have.
Using our saving throws?
No, just use, yeah, they
Well,
can,
I'm fine either
20.
way.
yeah, you will.
16.
It's a 20 from me.
So, you happen to remember a couple of days ago, before you descended down into here,
There was a
you
guy.
had a run-in with a guy named
Mhm.
Dorlin Graz.
Mm-hmm.
On the outside, that could get us tickets?
Yeah.
Mm.
He was the one who brought you to the town council after your fight, is the one who sent you down here.
Mm-hmm.
He was a cleric of, was it Samira? The goddess of healing?
Kaz.
You're right, it was Kaz. Have players that take notes. But yeah, Dorlin Graz.
It's basically the one who told us what was going on.
So Dorlin Graz was the guy, he led you down into the first region, talked a lot about his former band, the one that seized glory here, a band called Euphoria? I think it was?
Euphoria.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Sure.
it was. Yeah, it was kind of like Nirvana, but more euphoric.
Yeah.
All right, so remembering that, anybody who basically got a 10 can remember that. It was like a day and a half ago. There aren't many halflings around here. I don't really remember. I was really drunk.
Well,
Where's yours? Is it like somewhere sexy? Because like, you can show me if you need to.
Super
boy.
smooth, buddy. Super smooth.
I hardly think this is the time.
I've been down here for a while. Okay.
You'll survive.
let's...
He's talking about getting down here. How about we get out of here?
here.
Yeah.
And let's bring your purple butt back upstairs.
Okay. Who are you all anyway?
We were contracted to come down here and save you.
Things have gotten a bit wild up on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Ish.
No, like I mean, like who, like names. Like I'm obviously Draco.
I'm Tia.
Oh, I'm Zeno.
Malia.
Mars.
Farah. Wow, you're weird looking.
Speak for yourself.
That's rude.
Hey.
What? She's like some weird dragon thingy.
Yeah, and you have horns.
Hey.
And you're purple.
I'm gonna
Hey!
saw them off.
Just be nice.
Well, we're used to you.
Thank you.
This is a new purple one.
It's a new purple.
New shade of purple.
New flavor of purple.
So what do you all do?
I'm gonna go
Can I
and
see it?
The gem?
Yeah.
It's like in his chest.
Oh, it's
on
it's
this.
attached. It's not like it's
You
on
could
a.
probably rip it out. You could try.
Is my heart a little no?
I mean, if you want to.
Probably quite tempted.
oh god, are you gonna kill this poor guy now?
Have you considered prying it out?
I can't. Like, he'll kind of show you a bit closer to your light, and you can see that there's like scratch marks in his flesh,
Oh.
like deep, like bloody ones. It's kind of hard to tell though because he already looks like he's bruised.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's torn the hell out of himself trying to get at these.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Let's get out of here first.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna unbar the door.
Which door?
This one here that had the bar down on it.
Well, I said it also had some like pillars and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
we
we're
able to
avoiding
get
the
to it?
other doors.
Are you? You don't want to go back through there?
Yeah,
We don't want to go back through there.
Okay.
No. That's
Alright.
Again, thanks to a wonderful tiefling.
Stop touching things, okay?
Oh yeah, do one of you guys want this?
Yes.
Here you go.
What is that?
The staff. I took
Alright.
off the staff.
So that'll take attunement for you to be able to use it, Amy.
Yeah, I'll just hold on to it. What were the? Do you have the details written down for it?
I do not. It's in the Dungeon Master Guide. So there you go. It is the Staff of the Adder.
Oh, I might have had it written on something.
How long?
I will look.
How long have you all been down here?
I don't know, like
Day and a half.
a day and a half.
So we're gonna get out of here.
Okay.
Killed a bunch of stuff down here, and now I'm ready to go back up top.
The sooner we're out of here, the happier I am.
Yep, basically. Time to get paid.
Thanks. All right. So where do you go? So you spend some time unbarring that door. Are you taking any time to rest or
Yes.
recuperate?
Yes.
How long?
I'm just gonna spend that time just trying to free up the door because
Okay.
I'm at full health and I have all my spell slots.
that's my health.
You're at full health.
I am.
That's nice.
I had
I am
not
too.
expended any of my spell slots by the time we got in here.
I've expended, I think, 2 spell slots.
Oh yeah, I expended one.
And I'm down health a bit. So I wouldn't mind resting and just getting some health back.
Sure. You can do a short rest for sure.
Yeah.
How many hit dice do you still have left?
I'm down 2, so I should have 2
Two more. Yeah. So go ahead and roll.
Nice! Rolled an 8.
So you just used one.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else who's taking a short rest can use one of their hit dice to heal.
How am I doing? Looks like I'm doing okay for health right now.
Okay, I'm almost back to full.
Did we look underneath the? I can't remember what they were.
Nobody took any time to look around here at all.
Can I
Actually.
do that?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Go ahead and make me a investigation roll or perception roll. It's investigation, right?
Investigation.
Yeah.
There is also perception.
16.
16. So rooting around in there, it looks like it was a storage room some decades ago.
Okay.
And working through there, you will find a still sealed cask, like a half keg, of something with a dwarven mark on it. It sloshes when you pick it up, but just slightly. It's very full. And actually, what's your strength? 10? This is a two-handed operation for you. This weighs about 30 pounds. Probably about 20. It's a reinforced oak cask.
I bring it over to you. Like, look what I found. What does it say?
Oh.
So as you pick it up and look to shake it, you'll recognize the mark on it.
Mhm.
That's the Iron Blood mark. The most famous brewery, former most famous brewery in the mountains here. The mountain dwarves here, that family actually perished about 30 years ago during a run-in with the Duragar. That is a collector's item. Now you face the hardest choice a dwarf ever will.
Do you drink it?
Or do you sell it for lots of gold?
Oh.
Or cart it with me to get my position back in the Guildmaster's Guild.
Yeah, that's true. The Guildmaster's Guild.
Well, no.
The Brewers Guild.
Yeah. Return and prove myself.
So that's the Iron Blood Brewery. And looking at it, you think it's a stout of some kind. They were well known for their strong beers. Thick and meaty, like a dwarven woman should be. That was one of their slogans.
I might have to drink this.
You might. It's one of those beers where it's like, very happily, you'll gain 5 pounds just drinking one mug. It's basically like rye bread in a mug.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's how dwarves like it.
That's a stout.
Getting thick.
Thick with about 5 C's.
Thick and stout. All right. So, looking at that, you find that. And also, as you're through there, you'll find about 10 assorted coins.
My collection. It grows.
Yeah, it does. I'm just going to roll what they are real quick. So, you're going to find a silver piece. You're going to find 3 gold pieces. And you're going to find 3 platinum coins.
So 1 silver, 3 gold, and 3 platinum.
Platinum, yeah.
Fancy.
You'll also find 1 coin that's completely bent. It looks like it has the same face of a beautiful woman on both sides. It's Electrum. Electrium? The other one.
So the one in between silver and gold?
Yeah, they just added that.
The one that no one uses.
Electrum.
Yeah.
I was right.
Electrum.
Yeah, it has a beautiful woman's face on it.
So is it on our sheet here?
Yeah, it's
the
like-
EP.
Yeah, EP.
Okay. Cool.
Ugh. That's all vented.
Yeah, I mean, if you only had someone with a giant hammer.
Hammer me an answer.
Anybody else looking around anywhere? So you've checked over at the casks. The rest of them looks like they've rotted with age. It actually smells quite stale, and as you course around, or as you search around through there, about 30 or 40 thick, finger-sized maggots will wriggle around in some of the broken casks.
Yeah, no thanks.
A couple of them you can see start to slowly wriggle across the floor toward the displacer beast carcasses.
Yeah. I'm trying to look if there's any more of those like signs or riddles or anything in this room. Like as we were following along earlier.
Okay.
And I'm looking for if there's any other exits out of this place.
So, can I get everyone here then? If you're looking for things... Actually, everybody give me an investigation roll if you're looking around.
Another one?
Yeah, we'll do a second one for you.
9.
So, what you are going to be focused on looking at these displacer beasts. You've never fought any before, and do you do any furring, skinning, or trophy collection?
I would actually love to do some trophy collection.
Because
on
those
those.
tentacles
Yeah.
look like they'd make a great trophy.
Yeah.
Or even their fangs.
I'll take one of each.
Yeah, totally. So while they're looking around, you're skinning a cat.
I'm skinning a cat!
All right. So go ahead and put that in your inventory that you have Displacer Beast trophy ×2. And tell me, keep in mind if you're taking anything in particular, tentacles, penises, things like that. Okay? I hear that in some parts of the country, Displacer Beast penis is a solid aphrodisiac.
Delicacy.
It's a delicacy. The problem is when you try to eat it, it ends up in your ear.
No thanks. Oh
Do not
God.
order the calamari.
Do not. I'm just thinking about that scene from Old Boy. All right, what did you... I'm going to go around the table, actually. So what'd you get?
20.
Okay, I'll come back
And
to
I'm
you.
going to specifically
Got a
be looking for
7.
stonework and stuff, I think.
What'd you get?
Walls.
7. 18.
18. All right, so Winter, are you looking for more things?
things and clues about the room that might lead us into another trap.
Okay, so looking around, you can see that Mike is busy skinning, so you leave that alone. So you will head, just kind of sorting through that big pile of rubble, looking around that large collapsed pillar. In the center of it, you will see that facing the ground is a barely legible mark. It's written in, please tell me you speak Elven.
If you don't, I do.
You will find something carved into the stonework messily. It looks like by dagger point.
Is it probably like a long word or like something really short?
Honestly, it looks like a dying message. The script gets weaker and weaker.
Oh boy. Okay. I call over the elf boy. Help!
He comes over dripping with blood.
Oh.
Oh, do I actually get like a pelt out of it too?
Yeah.
Like a solid pelt?
Yeah, you'll want to tan that soon though.
So I'll take my fingers through some of the blood and I'll just like try to like go over it to make it out a bit more.
You're gonna cover it with blood.
Oh.
Cool. Nice. One sec.
Oopsies. I'm not the smartest person, okay?
You are not. So
I like
Glenn,
that most of our encounters have been started by you.
Yeah.
that's true.
It's fate, okay?
That's
Or
one
the
way to...
unfated.
Yeah.
Fatal attraction. Oh.
That's awful. All right, so you will trace over with a finger, and
Sorry if I close the window.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a bit cold.
yeah, no, it got cool in here pretty quick.
Well, it is like -9 outside.
Yeah, but it was just too warm before.
Unless you guys had snow outside your house still a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, there's definitely none near mine at all.
None at my place either.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not any thick as well.
I don't think we even got enough to
There
actually
we
like.
go.
We didn't
Called snow.
Yeah, we got like
All
a little
right.
bit of dusting.
We had ice.
So you will approach over. So go ahead and move your figure over toward. It's going to be that tipped pillar where Draco is. Move Draco to the other door,
May I have you grab me?
Draco,
Oh, okay.
Draco, other door.
and then
Trying.
There we go.
I can't reach.
let's put Mars.
Yeah, over here.
This just seems really
Right
precarious.
there. Oh god,
Seems
is it
beautiful.
ever? I'm actually looking at getting a laser pointer so I can just be like, move that guy there.
That would probably
That'd
be
be
a good
so
call.
cool.
Right? I just want to get a green one because I think red would just send a negative image. So moving over, she traces out the letters in scrawled Elvish.
Stop me.
In blood, it's too late for that though.
Oh, no.
And so you see her do that. You see the letters start to shimmer slightly, and you can read the words underneath. Say, curse you. Curse whoever led me to this infernal place. I will haunt you for all of my day. And I need initiative off of everyone.
Why?
All of my death. Okay.
It's an adventure.
And don't worry, I didn't forget your roll, Christine. We'll definitely come back to that. Oh, Farrah, why'd you roll a 1
She rolled a what?
on her initiative?
Uh-oh. Hopefully that means that she's going to have a really awesome roll later.
All right. So, anyone get above 20? Okay, above 15?
Yes.
Okay, what'd you get?
18.
16.
Okay.
Zoe.
Above 15.
I love you.
14, 13, 12, 11.
11.
Okay.
9.
9, okay.
9.
How high
Okay,
is
so I'm
your
going to get a surprise round off
Hmm?
against you.
Uh-oh. How high is your initiative?
6.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're higher than mine is.
Mine's like +1.
But I only rolled a 3.
I maneuvered it just
All right. So, as you touch it, the letters begin to glow with a faint and eerie light.
Oh, no.
A low, wailing noise echoes around this hollow chamber, and suddenly a pair of hands jut out from the pillar, from beneath it. Incorporeally, a ghost rises up and slashes at you, and I need... Oh god, I hope this doesn't kill you, Winter. We'll find out.
I'm
Would it really be that bad of a thing if it
Winter,
did?
I hit you.
Oh, no.
I still have one more dice, and I just... Christine, can you see what I just did?
Oh fuck.
Okay, cool.
So is this a certain kind of damage that you're dealing right now?
Necrotic. So Winter.
Ew.
The reason I said, oh fuck, was that is what I rolled before I rolled the 2. I dropped 3 6s, and they all ended up on 6. So Winter, how many hit points do you have?
39.
Yay!
Would that help?
At the moment, maybe. On your turn, you can make a roll to see if it would. So you're going to take 23 points of necrotic damage.
What's 39 minus 23?
16.
Quick maths.
I'm really bad at math.
Me too. Yeah, you teach kids?
I don't teach kids. I just
Prevent them
watch
from killing themselves.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that too.
Okay.
More than you would think.
No,
All
that's not
right,
all they
and
do.
every single person who sees this thing, I need a wisdom save right now. Draco is going to deliberately fail. Actually, not all roll.
Nat 20. So 25.
Okay, Farah succeeded.
Nice. These days flaky tonight.
Sort of.
18.
18 is good.
Be not rattled.
I'm so happy.
25.
Holy crap. What'd you
25
get?
for me too.
Roll a wisdom save?
Me too.
Yes.
Bye guys. Nope.
All right, Winter, you are going to be frightened for 1 minute. And what that means mechanically is you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you can see this ghost. You can't willingly move closer. That does mean that you could run away and shoot at it with a bow, but it means that you are petrified of this thing. And what happens is it reaches out and grabs you by either side of the head and screams at you in wailing Elvish, Kurana! And you see this beautiful man's face begin to rot as maggots and worms start to burst out of his splitting, necrotic, translucent flesh.
But he's ghost-like?
He is a ghost, obviously.
He is a ghost,
so
okay.
he screams, "Why did you do this to me?" in Elvish.
At you?
At you?
Oh,
At you.
That's okay, you don't understand Elvish.
All right, and we are in initiative rounds. Winter, what do you do?
I'm going to...
Run.
Yeah, so
Okay.
would that count as like a disengage then?
Yes.
Okay, so can I move back then?
You can disengage and then move back as far as you want. Oh, and that reminds me, I might as well. Here you go. Can you pop that right, basically on Winter Square where she is right now, and move? Where do you want to go, Winter?
As far away as I can
Okay,
get.
back corner then.
Yeah.
Other corner?
Yeah, I think you can get-
I think you can make it all the way
If
there
you're
on your
doing
move.
full
if you use
disengage,
your
I think
dash. All right. So that's going to
yeah.
be your full turn movement. You can also ready your bow if you want.
Wait.
Okay, yeah, sure. And then
Just
that's
out of fear.
A held
Okay.
thing.
And so the rule declaration that I said last time was every round you can get like a bonus action usually, or you can get basically like an action to like draw a potion or something like that. If you can see a monster that you have a knowledge skill or a skill that would give you a sense of, that's what you can spend to roll. So, for example, Christine, it's your turn. If you don't need to drink a potion, you can look at a ghost and say, "Oh God, what do I remember about ghosts from seminary or nunnery or whatever you went to?" So, why don't you give me a religion roll right now if you would like to know what to use against them?
And well, the 1 minute, how long does that last in game for?
That is 10 rounds.
10 rounds?
So it's probably going to be dead.
You'll see.
12.
That is enough for this. So ghosts, they're undead, first of all.
Okay.
So anything that hurt them anything that hurts undead usually hurts them. They are resistant to most types of damage. They cannot be poisoned. They are immune to necromantic magic. Well, necromantic damage and cold. What they have no special vulnerabilities in this one. They are actually pretty hard to kill.
Can I have the player book?
Hi, snoring dog.
Oh, I love when dogs deflate.
So basically, any damage you do to it will probably be halved.
However, Tempest Domain.
Even like radiant damage?
This, as far as she knows, it has no specific vulnerability to radiant damage.
Oh, okay.
But it might not have resistance to it.
Gotta see what happens.
Also, remind me, who here has magical weapons?
I do.
You know what I'm going to say, Amy? If you bludgeon someone with that staff, it counts as magical.
Okay.
Even if it's not attuned to you, it's still a magic thing hitting upside the head.
I do still have my magical scimitar, though.
Would you get a magical scimitar?
Yeah, like in the first thing. It's just a +1.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't do anything super fancy.
Well, it's still a +1.
It has a prayer to Arcaris and says basically for the throat.
Oh, yeah, apply directly to the throat.
Yeah.
I remember, you got that in the underwater level.
Yeah, it was like one of the early on adventures.
Oh, someone's in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Kel.
It's Kel. Hi, Kel.
Hi, Kel, they're fighting a ghost because winter's dumb.
Again.
I mean, Marisol is dumb. Winter's smart.
Okay.
Hey,
All
that's
right.
something she would do, though.
No, it's true, and I love it.
I am going to move to Mars and touch her, casting protection from evil and good, specifically undead.
Okay.
So creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has an advantage on new saving throws now.
Okay,
Ooh,
so...
I have an advantage?
Yep, so
Yeah.
roll me another saving throw. And you have advantage on this.
Which you'll need.
You should probably get better dice. What's your...
Zillow.
Here, tell you what.
This lasts up to 10 minutes. So each new turn,
Yep, each new turn you'll get
get a new
another
saving
roll.
roll.
Okay, cool.
So,
But it'll give you a better chance.
I'll
of
let
this
you
now.
roll at the beginning of your turn next time.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Amy.
Oy, oy, oy. Well, I'm gonna draw my scimitar and, kind of shift over a bit and try and figure out what the hell this thing is.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably don't know how to handle a ghost.
Kill it with fire? Kill
Yeah,
it, maybe not
fire.
fire. Kill it with plants?
Hellish Rebuke?
I mean,
Let me
you
double
could
check
have.
it.
Yeah, but I didn't think of it
there's
in my turn.
10
That's okay.
book. Oh, there's one under here. Yeah. There you go.
Anybody else who has religion could make me a roll to kind of get a sense of what hurts it, but I think most of you don't.
I do.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I do not
I
have
do
any.
not.
You're too... Oh, really? Cool. Oh, God. Ghosts. Holy magics, things like that probably hurt it. Oh, God. It can possess people.
Oh,
Oh, God, is it possessing me?
no! Okay, cool.
I'm in your mind. Mind freak.
Yeah. I'm gonna,
Phantom of the Opera starts playing.
I'm gonna try to cast Thorn Whip.
All right.
It's just a cantrip, but it's, let's see. How do I do this? Yeah, it's a melee spell attack. Up to 30 feet.
All right. Wow, really? Up to 30 feet?
Yep.
All right.
It's a
So
whip.
go ahead and make me an attack.
Whip
And
it.
what type of damage is this?
Whip it good.
Piercing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Piercing. So it's probably not going to do anything, but I'm going to try.
All right.
And it's a cantrip, so it doesn't really... Yeah.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 4.
Total of...
If I get my
you get proficiency and...
spell, attack bonus is the +5, so it's 9. It's a 9.
It whips out, but it's just not quite close enough. Maybe next round. You can try again.
Yeah.
All right, Mike
I am going to slash at it with my sword, which
is
has
still
been
up.
light.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make me an attack roll. Are you... You're right next to it, Mike.
I am.
So if you wanted to, you could make a -4/-4 double attack. Oh, wait, no. That's... Sorry,
That's
I've been
with-
running Starfinder and Pathfinder, and it's
Yeah.
confusing. All right, so in that case, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
So that is going to be a 15.
15 is a hit. Roll me damage.
Alrighty. Doo-ba-doo-boo-doo-doo-doo. My long sword
There's
is
a lens cloth right next to you on the thing. Can you...
1d8.
There's one right behind you, honey.
Oh, I put it over here because I'm smart. Keep telling yourself that, Kelly.
It'll stick one day.
So that's a 1. And then that's a 5 radiant damage.
Okay.
Plus 2.
For your strength?
That's just the bonuses from this.
Oh, okay.
Strength is also plus 2.
So total of
So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. All right.
And
So
5 of that's radiant.
that's awesome. So that's going to slash right through and leave an ectoplasmic scar across this this man's chest. He is going to shriek loudly, and the Elvish word for traitor echoes out of his throat.
Oh, and can I yell back at him?
Yeah, please.
I'm going to yell in Elven, of course. We aren't the ones who did this to you.
Okay. All right. So, Mike, while you're doing that, can you make me a persuasion roll?
That's going to be... That's going to be a 17.
Oh,
Nice.
that's really good.
Beauty.
That's really good. He seems somewhat conflicted. I'm going to give him disadvantage on his attack roll this round. So, the ghost can see within 5 feet. Perhaps you are right, he says in Elven. Join me. Join with me. Make me a charisma saving throw, Mike.
Oh, no.
Mike!
That's a 5.
Does anyone else here speak Elven?
Nope.
Okay.
Farrah does, doesn't she?
Oh my god, Farrah does speak Elven! So, what you'll see is that the ghost rises out of the pillar and screams, and Zio screams back in Elven, Tero! Sinobatataya! At which point the ghost goes, Sabatataya! And then glows and vanishes. Yeah. Cool. The ghost seems to have vanished. And cool. So now it's Farrah's turn. Farrah looks over and her eyes get kind of like this, like, oh hell no! It's in Zio. And Draco is going to take a turn and throw a rock at you. Mike, take 3 points of damage from a rock.
What did you, smoke me in the face with it?
Yeah. He picked up a piece of marble and smoked you in the back of the head. And then he ran for a corner. Please run him to a corner.
Which corner? Does it matter which corner?
Yep. No, it does not. It does not.
Here, I'm going to come back.
All right.
Thanks, Draco. I'm going to punch you in the
So you are
face.
aware but cannot act. Winter, it's your turn.
Okay. So first I'm going to blabber out that
Oh,
whole...
make me a wisdom save.
the thing about the damage with holy.
Okay.
So I'll scream out like, Malia, use your magical stuff. That's so specific and helpful.
Wow.
Would you like to use your coin for advantage?
I have
Isn't she always on advantage
Don't
for-
I
Oh,
do-
you do have advantage on this anyway. Don't roll a 1 then.
Rolling.
Hey, that's all you needed. Wait. Shit, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
You needed a 13.
Wrecked.
Okay,
Roll a different-
can we
use
get
different
Winter some
dice.
more dice?
Here.
Yeah, here.
Winter, use this dice. I picked it specifically
Here,
for
I
you.
got 4 more
Okay.
d20s
Roll
over
it.
here.
This was on a timeout.
Yeah, we need that dice jail you were talking about making. Yeah, see, I picked that die specifically for you. All right, so you're going to snap out of it. That's the die you're using tonight now.
Okay.
All right.
You're on the, in the jail.
Yeah, you're on your way to being fired, buddy. All right, so what do you do with the rest of your rounds? You shout out, Malia, use your magic thingy.
Guess what Malia already planned on doing?
Your holy magic. Use your holy magic.
Surprise!
Can I hold my action for now?
Sure, yeah, you can.
Because I'm going to be watching what you do, but I don't want to hurt you so much physically.
So,
Just hurt me mentally.
all right, so, Amy.
Oh, balls.
Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped Christine.
I was gonna say, I thought I was after
You
Winter.
were, you
Yeah,
were.
you totally are.
So,
I'm
Amy,
just watching
think
to
of
see
what
what-
you're
I'll
going
think
to do.
about this a bit more.
I'm just watching to see what he does, and if he starts becoming like aggressive, then I'm gonna put you
Well, I
down.
mean, I have a ghost inside me,
So now,
But I don't know
can
if we
still,
know
as a
that.
bonus action, roll religion or something to get more knowledge.
I can just tell you this. If he's,
Specifically in regards to the possession stuff, does it still count as it's an undead within him? It doesn't change
sort
that
of.
category.
So, can I give me another roll,
Or-
actually, because this is very specific esoteric lore.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, so it's part of him now. Unless you use a spell to exercise it, like using protection from evil, would probably give him another reroll on that save.
I was thinking turn undead. Channel divinity.
Oh, damn.
Would that
Is turned or
Make-
forced? Yes,
would
turning.
that make him either get out to get as far away as possible.
If you succeeded, yes.
It just happens.
Oh, does it just happen?
It's my one of my second level channel divinities.
Oh.
Turn undead. As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censuring the undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, okay. I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a... so what do you do for that? How does it look?
Well, as my dwarven thrower has a symbol of Vela on it,
Yeah.
I present my thrower. And
You just say, like, get the hell out.
something along those lines of like foul
your
undead. Back the bloody fuckering off.
Ah, yes. The most holy of dwarven prayers.
It's in dwarven though.
Hey, sword off, you cute. I'm not going to say that on camera.
A turn creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can and can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you.
All right.
So actually, as part, I do my move action as well to be within.
Sure.
Close enough to
So
make
go
it
ahead
move away.
and... so what's going to happen is you... On its turn, it will run away from you.
Okay.
Right now, it's ejected 5 feet from Mike, and that's going to be... So, Mike, hold it directly above you. And starting there... Oh, it's literally just to the one to the left of you. I rolled. Okay. And, Mike, it's your turn. You're suddenly aware again. Oh, wait, no, it's Amy's turn.
Yeah.
Hi, Amy. How's it going?
Hi, it's going.
I'm
I
bad
wanna
at your
cast,
turn.
I want to cast Hold Person so we can't run up, so he's not running away. Because wait, what?
I don't know if you can cast Hold Person on a monster. I think you need to use Hold
Does
Monster.
it count as a not a hold person if it's in a person?
It's not.
It's
in
not
the
in
monster
the
anymore.
anymore.
He
I
just
just
Oh,
picked it
okay.
out.
booted
Okay.
it.
So you can use
Okay.
Thorn Whip again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right, roll it.
Wait, actually, I lied. I want to cast. Where's that other spell?
Watch me whip.
No, it's the
Watch
one
me
I
nay-nay.
just had. That
Good.
Stop.
You just yeeted that ghost.
You did.
You did, yeah.
The ghost yoinketh and the cleric yeeteth away.
Over yonder.
Over yonder, just
Yeah,
yeet!
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam. I have one more thing of that level, one more
Alright,
spell
you
in
don't
that
need that
sixth spell
on me.
level.
Yeah.
So it will be.
I just pictured you being like raising this in like perfect dwarvish, saying the ancient prayer, "Begone, unholy thought." Yeet! Alright, sorry, Amy.
It's like he eats up the butt.
It's a different type of dwarven thrower. You just, threw the creature instead.
Dwarven yeet. Alright, anyway, that's enough yeeting.
Oh my god. So I'm casting, Moonbeam. A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius. So I pick basically any spot. And it does, when the creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it's engulfed in ghostly flames. It causes certain pain, must take a constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful.
Okay, so on my turn I'll make that.
Yeah, so
Alright.
that just happens.
So just keep that in mind.
So is it still here?
It's right there and right now.
Okay, so it's, and I can move it on my turn.
That sounds good. Alright, so Mike, what do you do?
I am going to.
Slashy.
I am going to say to it in Elven, "Don't make us kill you."
Mhm.
And then I'm going to hold a slashy if it does anything at all.
All right. So. That did nothing. So on its turn, I have to make a Constitution save. Do I take half damage if I succeed, Amy?
Yeah, on a failed, if you succeed, it's half damage.
And is it
2d10.
radiant?
2d10 radiant.
Okay.
So I roll the 2d10 then?
Yes, you would. That would be great.
Let's do that.
So I presume it is doing something. Then?
At the beginning of its turn, it takes this.
Oh, nice.
13.
13.
So then half
So
that,
7.
I guess. Yeah.
All right, so it's going to cover its face as much as it can to try to hold back the radiant glow coming off of, for one, the moonbeams, and for two, your symbol of Vela, and it's going to flee into that, is going to flee through the, is going to flee through the wall there.
Here?
Yep, and just remove from the board.
Okay. Boy.
It is not present.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
From my knowledge as like a player, what sort of CR level is that?
So out of character, it's a CR4.
Okay. What sort of undead tend to be a CR half?
Oh, like skeletons.
Okay.
Why? Does it not work for CR4s?
What?
Does it
No,
not?
but at 5th level, I get destroy undead. So if they
Oh,
fail that
okay.
saving throw, they're destroyed. If they're CR half or lower at 5th level.
Like zombies and skeletons are really like that. I think also.
This isn't very good because it's only at 17th level that you get CR4.
No.
That's still pretty. Like a bunch of ghosts can be a real traumatic experience.
Yeah, but it takes you to get to level 17 before you
Yeah.
can handle one this level that's attacking us.
No, that's fair. All right, so it screams and flees through the walls. Quiet settles back over the chamber.
Alright, let's not wipe blood on anything else.
I don't know what you did, but don't do it again, please.
Mars, just don't touch anything.
Okay, I'll put my hands in my pockets.
Do you have anything in your pockets?
Yes.
Just be careful
Stones
of
and
whatever you're touching.
Coins, though.
Okay.
Stones and coins.
Do you touch that bent coin with blood?
Did she?
I don't know.
She stuck her hands in her pockets. That was
All right,
bloody.
I gotta find the bigger ghost. 1 sec. Wouldn't that be a fuck you?
I think it's called a kick in the nuts.
So
Nutmeg.
I'm gonna make my way back over to the thing, but as I do, I'm gonna pick up a little rock and I'm just gonna huck it at Draco.
Cool. Go ahead and make me a roll. I just want to see if you hit him.
That was an 18 with before mods.
Cool. Roll me a d4.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
Ow!
What kind of clothes was the ghost wearing?
Looks like
Was it modern to like what?
no,
everyone
it was
else
like troubadour finery. Like to us, it would be the equivalent of like Victorian era. So like a couple of years ago or a couple of generations ago, Elven. Then again, it could be up as far as like 400 years ago.
So it wasn't like recently. So I don't think Draco would have had something to do with
No,
that.
you don't think so. You think this is quite old?
I'm gonna get rid of my little
Sorry, I dropped a treat in front of his
beam
nose while
of
he was sleeping.
moonlight.
And it took him about 5 seconds to wake up and eat it.
Actually, Winter, do you have history as a?
Surprise treat. The treat thing.
You don't, but I'll let you. Actually, roll me insight.
Oh no.
You add a 1 to this.
No.
Okay, so you have a 2.
One.
So you don't recognize him. That anybody else here can go ahead and make me a roll.
I'll roll. What am I rolling? Oh, I rolled a 5.
Insight.
Oh, so let's say
That was a 0, Mike.
That was a 3.
Oh, okay.
Although, can I re-roll Elven?
that's an 8
No.
from me.
But it's insight?
I'm just gonna stare at the camera.
11.
11.
I rolled a 4.
The elf there the ghost kind of looked familiar looking at him. You feel like you recognize him from the statues in the hallway. Like the row of the Hall of Heroes.
I don't recognize him too well, though, because tree hugger.
Yeah, exactly, right? But if you went back through the Hall of Statues, you could probably look for him
Okay.
pretty easily. Those were good statues.
Doesn't he look like one of those statues that we passed?
I didn't really get a good look at him.
I mean, I didn't either, but he reminds me of those statues we passed on the way down.
I'm gonna just
All the
blame it
rows of
on
them?
that I was under the charm of like a fear,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't get a good look. I just wanted to get the fuck.
Oh
away.
yeah, and you only saw his face when it was all rotted anyway.
Mm.
All right, so completing your look around and cleaning yourselves up for a moment, it's going to take about 10 minutes. Winter, do you want to use a short rest to heal?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many of your hit dice do you have left?
I only got hit once, so I was at 16.
But how many have you spent any hit dice?
I
'Cause you
don't think she did.
Okay, so you can roll up to 4 d6s.
She's a D8.
Oh, you're d8.
That's
oh.
my constitution
Yeah.
one.
Did you have your con mod to yours when you?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay.
This guy?
Yeah, that guy. So you can only do this a number of times equal to your level.
Yeah.
Between long rests.
Mm-hmm. Between long rests.
Basically, like every day, you can take like 10 minutes, bandage your wounds,
Yeah. If
breathe,
you wanted
drink some
to do
Gatorade.
4 of them.
You know. So you don't, but you don't have to.
You don't have to use all of them.
You don't have to use them all at once. It's good to ration them.
Yeah.
But if you roll crappy, you can add more.
Oh, you're fine.
Or you could roll. What's your con bonus? Plus.
Constitution.
Yeah.
2.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
So that's 18 points healed.
2.
So you're at
Nice.
30.
Yeah.
34. That's
Pretty
pretty
close.
good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's damn good.
There's
So you've got
like
2
5
more that you can use at later rests.
So yeah, I'll save that.
You'll
Yeah.
finish your work, like cleaning up the displacer beasts. As that's happening, on the other side of the door, you can still hear that steady.
Coming from here.
Don't open the door.
You can hear something speak in Abyssal.
Abyssal, not infernal.
Are you speaking Infernal?
Yeah.
Let me double check, actually.
Damn. Not that I'm ever gonna hear
My
Celestial.
apologies. I don't have an ear for languages. It was Infernal.
Ugh. Not good.
We have been bound into the service. We will make you suffer for stealing.
I hate that sound.
Yeah. Can you stop?
Okay.
Like,
We
it's
will
great
make
and
you
all,
suffer. Open the door and accept your fate,
No thanks.
bitch.
but-
All
I
right.
don't want any. Go away.
Now I don't want consequences to my
What do you
actions.
think they are? A flaming skull? They're not going away.
Bye.
So, as you're looking around here, what you will notice is the stonework in this room is not even. With that 20 that you got before, Amy, halfway down the hall on the south.
Here?
Yeah. Can you notch? Can you? Yeah. You are going to
Is
see
there a
the outline of what looks like a door. It looks like a hidden passageway.
Interesting.
Is there
I'm
any,
gonna go
like,
check it out.
sort of like,
Cause
Like you have
duh.
to push it in.
I don't know. She'll have to approach it and find out. So looking at it, you can see that there's a bunch of... It's like the stone is made of a different color
Mhm.
or a slightly different material. In fact, running a finger over it, you can tell that it looks like this stone was man-made. That's what you recognize. The old sandstone, limestone of the walls, the bricks that make up this place. This is man-made. This is a veneer. Would you touch it? Tap it?
Yeah.
It's hollow. Tuk, tuk, tuk. All right. With one mighty blow, you will bring down your warhammer, and it looks like you found the key. It's a wooden door reinforced by stone plating. It was a wooden door. With your dwarven thrower, you'll make quick work of it. And the room beyond, Amy, is it's a 5x5 room.
Okay. Try not to jiggle the microphone here.
Jiggle
Too
the
much.
phone.
Okay.
Try
Oh no.
Don't do the thing. Okay.
it. I was just going over the
1, 2,
saxophone.
Saxophone.
5x5, you said?
Five.
Yeah.
Everything's 5x5.
Okay. 5x5. Not exactly. I didn't want to poke the cord too much.
That's fair.
So.
You mean the world serpent?
Yeah.
Sierra 99, World Serpent.
All right.
We're not ready
Winter.
for that.
Yes.
Can I hand you a bunch of things?
Oh, probably.
Okay, hold these.
Oh no.
And
Oh,
Amy, can you
hi.
spread these all around the room?
Okay. Please don't put them in my mug.
Yeah,
In the
don't-
mug they go.
Am I just dropping them or like?
Make it look comfy.
Oh, okay. Are these like
I like your little
posts,
Play-Doh.
pillars, or what?
Right?
What is
I
a
got one
bench?
for my
It's a
kids
bench.
the other day. I love it.
If you flip the bench upside down, it looks like sandwiches on a plate on a board.
Oh, and here's a couch.
Okay.
Ooh,
New couch.
I like the
Maybe.
tomatoes.
So, and finally,
A pig.
What are these? Just
So
like
you're the
pillars?
pig.
Maybe?
Wow.
Amy, can you do me a favor?
Yep.
So can you set those, just kind of like lay them around the room, and then can you put the
dominoes.
pig squarely between these?
There's a pig. Oh, there is a pig.
Sort of. Just lay it on its side. It's in the center of the room.
Oh, it's on a
It's on a spit.
Delicious.
So, as you bust down the door, you...
What are these?
Those are just like cushions.
They're big.
The room... As you bust down the door, the smell of fresh roasted boar wafts into your chamber.
I'm confused.
Fireplaces, sconces are lit at each corner of this luxurious room. On the other side of that broken door is maybe a 2-foot gap, a hallway that you push through. And then, who's going in?
I guess
I mean, I'm all the way over there already, and everybody else is on this side of the room, so...
You just broke down the door. Or do you call us over first to look in?
I think that probably called you over.
Yeah, I'm gonna head
probably
over
caught your
there.
attention, but
Okay.
I'd say I'm probably first through the door.
Black velvet curtains are in front of you, and as you push them aside, if there is stonework in this room, it's hidden by tapestries, by carpet, by flowing scarves and curtains everywhere of these dark, rich colors. The entire room has this decadent feeling, like a layer cake brought into a harem. It smells smoky in here, like jasmine. And as you glance at the tapestries, you can see various races depicted performing unspeakable for Twitch and YouTube acts on each other. This looks like a brothel.
May I have the sticky sticky fair movie?
Yeah. Why do you need it? You can just reach.
Just reach. I can just move you.
I want to use the sticky sticky for movie.
I will.
You've gone mad with power, Mike.
Are you in the room?
I am going into the room.
Okay.
There's just no room. There's just cushion.
There's just cushions.
You can walk on cushions. They're rough terrain though, and they take double movement.
I will come in as well, I suppose.
I will as well.
Okay.
will all come
Farah
and
will
take a
take the rear, and Draco will follow as well.
Okay.
As you approach the room, what do? Everyone make me a perception roll as you enter.
Everyone fell over.
1.
9.
You were just having a bad day.
Yeah.
Did you roll my dice?
Yep, I got a 2 and then it's -1.
21.
9.
9?
I am also not having a very good day.
Okay. Amy, what you
One
get?
sec.
These dice are rolling surprisingly well for me this time.
Oh, I rolled a
Yeah.
19.
Screwed
So
with the
it was
Pathfinder-
insight
not
or perception?
Starfinder one.
Perception.
Perception. That will be a 25.
All right.
24.
So the both of you are going to enter the room, and the place smells like jasmine incense and that fresh meat. And just looking at it immediately, you can tell that the meat is just dripping off the bone with juices. There's some strange fruit stuck in the creature's mouth that looks like it almost has a crown. It's like an armored melon. It's a pineapple. It's dripping with a sweet,
melon.
sticky juice. And as you enter, the curtains behind you will swish, and you will hear the sound of a metal slat dropping. You realize that you're not alone in this room, both of you. Both of you will sense the presence before the voice appears, and a long shadow appears on the wall opposite of the door. Wide, shadowy wings stretching out. Guys? You like guys? Mally likes guys? Girls?
Sure.
Guys? Girls? Everything?
Girls.
Girls?
Yeah.
Everything?
Guys.
Okay. Ooh, wait. Now it's important. You're a tiebreaker. Meh?
Meh.
What about Farah?
Oh.
No, I thought
She's
there was
our
outside the room.
daughter.
No,
All right.
she's-
I'm gonna roll for fair. You
I
know
thought
what?
she came in at the very back.
Yeah, she came in with
Oh.
They
Draco.
both did.
Yeah.
Or would they get stuck outside?
No, they definitely came in. They definitely came in. Farah. I guess I'll roll a d12 for Farah's sexuality. Solidly.
She takes after you.
No. She's like solidly
Such a good
like.
dragon daughter.
As far as I can tell, Farah is solidly bisexual with a slight leaning toward men.
Okay.
She's a 7 out of 12.
And Draco, or has he?
Draco. Oh no, Draco likes everything. Draco's super pan. I'm gonna roll a d20 on a pan scale. That's a lie. So I only have this one figure. So a voice echoes in the dimness. Greetings, travelers. I see that you've entered my abode. Please put that on the bed shape at the south.
Dang, son.
A creature that is completely androgynous, but seems to exemplify whatever you look for in a partner. If it's women, that beautiful curving chin, supple lashes, and flawless skin. If it's men, then that taut, muscular abdomen, that collarbone,
I like where this is going.
that wry grin, purple wings jut out of its back.
Oh, great.
And it floats slightly off the ground. Anyone can make me a religion roll right now if they'd like.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's an 18.
Nice.
19, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can use religion or arcana also.
And that's a 15 for
I'll
me.
use religion still.
Oh, then that's a 21.
Does the same for me?
You believe that you're looking at a succubus.
22.
Everybody got above a
21.
20?
I got 15.
Okay, so
12.
you're like, that's a succubus. But all the rest of you are like, that is a succubus and or incubus. It is a neutral evil fiend from the plane of sexy.
I like
Either way, damn.
It coalesces in front of you.
Can I get tickets for this plane?
I'm this. You know what? Go ahead. Go play with the succubus.
So
I see that you've entered my domicile. Normally, I ask for permission before entrance. But for you, I'll make an exception.
Okay.
You look tired, travelers.
Oh, yes.
Nope.
Such strong, and it'll kind of float over toward you. So strong, may I?
So if something's a touch spell, can I do it to myself?
What is it?
Protection from evil and good.
Yes. Do you have it prepared for the day?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a first level spell.
Okay, then you
I get like a shit ton of prepared spells.
and you picked it at the beginning of the day?
Yes, it's been in my stack the whole time. Like the
Wow.
stack of cards I
That's
have
all
out.
you get?
Yes! Because I also have bonus spells as a cleric that don't count against my prepared.
That's ridiculous.
I get 9.
Clerics are clerics.
Yeah.
And then I also have 4 bonus spells that I automatically know. And 4 cantrips.
How many slots do you have a day? So is it
4 level 1s and 3 level 2s right now.
but you have access to like 9 prepared?
Yeah.
That's
I have access to all cleric
Like,
spells.
I have access to like
But
7
don't you have to pick
spells
between
per
them to
level.
be whatever.
Yeah, and that's the stack that
That's
I prepared.
ridiculous.
The rest are back
Oh,
there.
clerics got good.
Like,
Like, damn.
Alright, yeah, you can totally cast on yourself.
sweet. I do it.
Alright. Never mind.
It just protects me
Oh,
against
yes.
being charmed,
damn.
frightened, or
Oh,
possessed.
yes. Hello.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah,
You look
I
like
got
you
nothing.
could use a rest. She's a demon.
You know,
It's a demon,
I
Kara
think
says.
we're okay. I think we might actually head on out.
Is there another exit?
We didn't mean to intrude on you. We'll go.
Oh, please. I haven't had travelers in some time. Please.
We can
One of
send
you.
someone down.
Yeah. We know
No,
a lot of people who would love
please.
to visit you.
Please, please, please. Just play with me.
No.
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 I mean, as fun as it would be, no. Just say no.
Mars.
For once in your life, don't touch the thing.
Please, someone. It's been so long.
Why don't you just leave?
This is my home. This is where I was bound.
Well, that's not fun.
I make my own fun.
You're not releasing.
No.
You can come back later.
How are you going to find your way out? The dungeon shifts constantly.
Wait, what? Did we know that?
It was mentioned before, but no one paid attention. Hey, actually,
Was it?
Yes, I mentioned it right at the beginning. Graz actually told you that the dungeon was perilous and shifted, so it would be difficult to find Draco. And as she
And
says,
that's why I kept on saying stay left.
No,
you
that was
just
another
picked
thing.
left.
No, someone told us to
It was
stay
it was the floaty.
Oh yeah,
it
the
was
float said stay left.
the float
Stay
said
left.
stay left.
So as she says that, Draco will say, "Yeah, that's why I couldn't find my way out. This place keeps shifting."
Neat.
Alright.
But if one of you plays with me,
What?
I'll give you.
What? No, finish your sentence.
I'll help you out. I'll help you find your way out. But one of you has to.
Become your slave.
Please. That's no fun. Slaves have no free will. There's no predictability. The only predictability with a slave is service or rebellion. That's two options. I like to keep things much more interesting. So what do you say? It floats down to the bed at the end of the table or at the end of the room and crosses its legs slowly and sensually. Will one of you play with me?
What are the terms of services?
We'll just have some fun. Who wants to have some fun with me?
Oh God, Martha's gonna get us all killed again.
I don't think we should let her do it.
No.
Then prepare to be lost forever down here. It's not my call. And with
No,
that, it'll
that's
flick
not
its
what I-
it'll flick its
Oh.
wrist and a nail file will appear. It'll start like filing its nails.
Sucky bus.
I'll play if you won't. Farah says.
Nope. No, not my daughter.
No.
No.
I volunteer as tribute.
How have you guys taken on the whole daughter
Like
thing?
she's older than both of you.
Wait,
Like,
I don't care.
like even in just terms of Dragonborn years.
Yeah, I don't care.
If she's going to, then no, I'll volunteer as tribute.
Okay.
Of course.
Alright.
No, you didn't want to.
Right,
Well, I mean, my character wants to, but
Right.
he knows better.
Not
So-
me.
Fun.
we have self-control.
Yes.
Great.
Don't touch her, though.
Oh, who's in the chat?
Michael says it's only give you STDs, so run away. Run!
It smiles, purses its lips at you,
And
reaches out of nowhere and pulls out a small pair of reading glasses, slides them up its nose.
Oh no.
Oh my
I
god.
hope you're ready for this.
Always
Oh,
read the
no.
term and conditions.
Because I haven't played Queen's Cross in a generation.
What?
And yeah, she reaches it reaches underneath under the cushion and pulls out a board game and sets it up on the table in the center of the room.
Okay.
And then in a very animate voice starts. So have you ever played Queen's Cross before? Because it's actually it's King's Cross depending on which country you're from. I don't know, where are you from? Vantaria?
Where am I from?
I don't know. You're from Mog.
Yeah. So wherever my little city was from.
Oh, Mog. I don't know Mog, but I do know Queen's Cross. It's Queen's Cross where I was summoned originally. So the way that it works is it will explain the gambling system. It's basically like Chinese checkers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can go first. All right. Do you have gambling proficiency?
Was that ever a thing?
Proficiency with gamblers' tools, I think was one. What's your background, folk hero?
Yes.
All right, can you see this for a second?
Yep.
All right, so folk hero gave you. Where is equipment? You're just lost in this, aren't you, Mike?
Hey, it could have been you.
I mean, who knows? I might join.
Well, then it becomes a little awkward. All right, so you have one type of artisan's tool and vehicles land, apparently. Oh, no, that's folk hero. Yeah, that's folk hero. So
Yeah,
that's what
I took artisan's tools.
Okay, so you have no idea how to do this. Here you go.
Don't do it.
All right. So in that case, what you're going to do is you're going to make me a. This is going to be. It's actually a bluffing game, so it's going to be a charisma roll.
Kind of like playing cheat a little bit.
It's basically cheat chess.
Okay.
No, it's a charisma roll. So I'm a succubus, so this is going to be fun.
Oh no.
So
Good thing it's not me.
basically, it's a best of 3 games. So we're going to do 3 rolls, and the first one. How well do you do?
7.
So, you play admirably for your first time, but she outmaneuvers you. This game, it's obviously feminine in this light. A long neck leading into an ample bosom, leaning over constantly, twirling hair around that thin finger. You should probably be careful. You're going to lose your queen.
Oh my
Here,
god.
let me top her. The power doesn't ever come from being on the
This is
bottom.
gonna be saved forever.
It's true, on the internet. Thank you, internet. Alright, so you lose your first game. The next.
Again?
Yeah. More masculine this time.
Oh! It's the same. 7.
You're leaving yourself wide open for me. Top, 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 top. Are you letting me win?
Maybe.
The
You're too cute anyway, so.
next form is far more neutral. And, you actually stand a chance. Would you like to use your advantage?
Your inspiration?
Or inspiration, I mean?
Yeah.
Alright. You need a better dice.
Did you get a 7 again?
Try one of
Each
these
one.
ones. She's rolled a 3 every time.
I was
Pick
just
one.
meant to not win this game.
Clearly.
Or today's just not my night.
Yeah, I guess not.
That was much better, so 17.
Alright.
You can have this one
more.
back.
Alright, that's fair. Yeah, I got a 4 with that as well. Alright, so, as you're playing the game, it loops around. Starts topping your pieces. One by one, claiming them.
But you didn't see this one though, bitch.
No, it didn't, and you'll actually win that game.
Woo!
You actually beat me.
That was fun, thank you. I've learned a new game. I've never played that before. Very good.
You should pick it up when you're at one of the stores.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
You're welcome. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you'd like, you can rest here for a while. You look pretty beaten up. That's the most fun I've had in at least a generation.
Very good. Maybe next time I'll come and bring another game.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wait, did we just find a succubus who likes playing D&D in her time off?
Now we're friends.
What's your name?
Marisol,
Elkalai.
nice to meet you.
I'm just over in the corner just
If you'd like I said, feel free to use the place. In the meanwhile, here, whenever you need it, and it will reach once again into the cushions of its voluminous bed and pull out a small bag.
Ooh.
Sprinkle this dust when you go.
What is it?
It'll illuminate the trail out.
So we can follow it. Ooh, thank you.
No worries.
Sweet. I'll put it in my pocket.
Stay as long as you need. Time passes strangely in here. In a good way. In a very good way. And you'll be completely safe. Nothing is allowed in here without my permission. Also, if anyone wants to have sex, I'm down for that.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Alright.
Oh god, so you're just gonna become a succubus's tool?
Bye.
Let's see.
But is there another room?
Holy crap.
Is Marisol just becoming a succubus's tool now?
You may want to convince her not to do this. Hey, you can make me a constitution save if you do it.
Yeah.
No. Argue, please don't.
Please don't. Not this time.
Okay, no, if it's only like at one room, I'm like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't in front of our daughter.
Alright, we'll come back anytime. You say that?
We're friends!
Yeah.
Claire's gonna look around. I'm older than you.
Oh, sweetheart. I love you.
Don't bite your finger.
Okay.
It's gonna bleed.
Okay.
I'm just like...
3? It's not lethal.
No, but still.
That would have been funny if it was lethal.
We care for you. We don't want you to get hurt.
I just don't want to see it! I don't think any of us want to see
I
that!
don't care what you think.
I mean, I'd be curious about studying it more from. Maybe not with you.
No, go to a school for that.
Yes, go to a school to learn about that.
I don't mean that. I mean succubus.
I've gotten so lost.
Go to a school for that where there's the proper.
Wait, you want to send her to horror school?
No,
That's what I'm wondering. Like, yes, send her to school.
No.
I mean,
send her to a place where she can read books and.
You mean like anatomy?
No.
They don't have books about that. Believe me, that wizards are prudes.
That
No, but other creatures and stuff. Though.
wizards used to be swingers in my day.
What?
Yeah, no, they're kind of stuck up now.
Yeah, they're really stuck up, honey. The succubus says. They took their magic stabs and sat right on them, and not even in a fun way. Although warlocks, they know how to be submissives.
Okay.
Can we go yet?
You can totally. Do you decide to go, or are you gonna long
No,
rest?
I will totally take the chance to
we
long
will.
rest.
I am long resting.
Yeah, long rest.
So if you ask Elkalai to, they will give you space to rest. You can regain all hit points and spell slots.
And you regain all hit die, right?
Yep, you'll regain those for future short rests.
So that goes back up to now like the full.
You're completely healed.
Ooh, who else do we have in chat?
Oh, that's Amy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, dog.
I responded a couple times.
He's wagging.
He's
just wagging.
He keeps like slowly
At least tonight's
doing his
been
thing where
fun.
he tries to shift and pushes a leg out and it hits
I
the
was
door.
well. You always could have had a chance to go to the succubus room. It's just that you did it at an interesting time. Alkalai's fun.
How did we always have a chance to go there?
Because this dungeon was procedurally generated.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
time you open a door, I roll to see
that's
what it was
right.
shaped and sized like.
Yeah.
And then I have a list here of what could happen, such as
Succubus.
6 to 9 shadows, which you rolled on the 2 shadows, which was probably the better option.
Yeah.
Now you still have to find your way out of here. It's just the dungeon won't move. So you wake up later that day, feeling very refreshed and a little buzzed. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna feel a lot like you've had a glass of wine and took a kind of a day nap.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, no, I hate that feeling.
Really? No, that kind of.
I feel gross after I have a day nap.
How about a successful day nap? That rare mythological beast.
Oof.
Where it's like, oh man, I napped and I feel amazing.
How about
aroma, maybe.
woke up early in the morning, did a bunch of stuff, and then went back to bed for 2 hours to wake up around 10 or 11.
Oy.
That nap.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the laying in bed with all of your parts warm and tingly,
And stuff is done for the day.
and you're just like, screw it, I can play video games from bed or just check Facebook all day. Wait, no, Facebook is awful.
YouTube.
Yeah, I can just watch makeup tutorials in bed all day.
Oh
no, obviously
yes.
you're watching Dork Tales in bed all day.
I don't know.
All day.
Duh.
I don't know. Makeup tutorials sounds great.
I mean, to be fair, yes. Glam and Gore, I could
Glam
watch
and Gore is great.
forever.
Yeah, go Mikey.
Mikey is fantastic.
All right. Also, if you're not if you're a nerd and you haven't subscribed to Glam and Gore, go subscribe to Glam and Gore. She's wonderful. She taught me how to make hearts out of glycerin that I used to make like a beating heart prop for a LARP that I did.
Didn't you eat it?
No, I eat a different LARP. All right.
Well, that explains a lot.
Devourer of LARPs. No, I made one heart out of Jello,
Okay, that's the one.
and then that was super gross, and that's on video, and that's great. Maybe I'll post that someday if I get permission from everybody because it was a group project. So you should subscribe Glam and Gore, especially Mike and Cal. Go watch that after you're done here. So you wake the next
8 hours.
8 hours.
We don't know what time it is in game anyway.
No, but we have.
And I mean, we're in the succubus room.
Where
There's
apparently time moves screwy.
a parchment laying on the center table.
Huh?
It's written in a very flowing common. It says, "I enjoyed your time. Please, either door will take you the direction you need to go." And you can see that there's a door to the south and a door to the north. Or pardon me, door to the east.
Ooh. And that's not including the door that broke.
That seems to be just a wall now.
Is there any...
Doesn't matter to
Doesn't
me.
really matter.
I put it in the last one.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
And they're just simple Actually, strangely, the one to the south is actually like a door. The other one looks like a closet with like French doors.
Oh, fancy.
Well, not really. French doors are just kind of weird slats.
Oh.
Those French, not very secure. You can just break right through those doors. I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, don't let you know what French doors are, but
Then I guess my dad didn't know what French doors were. He installed them. And they're like really.
You mean the folding closet doors that kind of fold out?
No, those are just doors.
Fran-
I don't even know. Anyway, it looks like a closet.
Okay.
This has turned into door tales.
Door tails. Whoa.
Amy.
Amy, do you have inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay, you keep inspiration.
It
Otherwise
was
you-
inspired.
Yeah, it was. All right.
Either door will lead us where we need to go.
Well, we could take either one.
Flip a coin.
Stop scratching the door. Okay. Anyway, so looking at the doors, what do you do?
You know what? Screw it. I want to go through the closet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was actually just thinking that.
All right, so I'm gonna roll
Narnia.
on my magic
No, it's
chart
Narnia.
and see what door that
Narnia.
goes to.
Yeah.
Narnia.
No, Narnia.
Narnia.
You
You
don't
gotta
wanna
be
go there.
kidding me. Okay.
Oh,
Hold
did we
on.
get the 9 shadows?
Nope.
Oh, fuck. No, did we go into that big room with the gargoyles?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Oh, phew.
But we're still gonna die?
Through the closet to Narnia,
Just give me a second
where
here.
Mars does not want to be.
No.
It's Nern's domain.
Oh, here we go.
No, she probably wouldn't mind.
All
seeing
right,
me if I
Christine,
had
you're
little
opening the
crystal
door,
ball.
so I'd like you to roll me a d20.
Danger.
14.
Danger ops.
Are you kidding me? So as you open the door, it glows with a warm orange light. The door opens in front of you, and the room behind you is awash in this, almost like the glow of a sunset. Now, looking out, it's daylight outside.
What? Past the orange?
It's the orange light of a setting sun. And looking out, you can see immaculate, a bucolic landscape glimmering with life. Everything is perfectly beautiful.
Does this look like that place that the flume was we went back to? Like, that we looked at through the mirror at?
Actually, looks kind of like that, yeah. It's,
Nope!
Can you make me an Arcana roll? Do you have Arcana?
Oh no.
Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure I do.
What was so bad about Flumefoil?
This wasn't where we
It was
wanted
just, it was
to go.
another realm.
Yeah,
We didn't want to...
that is true.
But at least he found his way home.
It is true.
16.
That is a portal to another world.
Nope!
Although she did say that it would lead us where we wanted to go.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean... So, Christine,
Mm-hmm.
you got a 16?
Yeah.
Are you proficient in that?
No.
Okay. So, I'm pretty sure... Is there anything else that looks like... I guess plane. So that's another plane of existence.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at that right off the bat, you think that it might be... You think one of two? Probably either... It doesn't look like the Beastlands, but you'd say that might be Elysium.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking the other one was.
Yeah?
Mm.
Elysium is in their closet. Or their closet is in Elysium. One of the two.
Just the contradictions.
Alright.
So the other door?
Yeah, let's try the other one.
Alright. So you opening the other door. Opens to a cavernous space. Fairly small though. It looks like the stonework here was given up on. Amy, so it is 2 spaces wide and 4 spaces long.
Okay. How do I do this?
Start a new sheet of paper.
Maybe, or I can do it. You said 2 and 4, or like.
So what it is, what you're gonna do is start on the left side of the white.
You want me to put it here?
Yeah.
Okay, because I think we were thinking that was the
closet.
So-
No, we were thinking this one here was the closest.
Yeah, south is this one. So basically, okay, move your move your pen. Actually, yeah, do it that way.
2, 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a door right where your pen is drawing, right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I roll any larger, we have to go to a new sheet of paper.
Yee.
All right.
We're getting pretty close to that.
The ground is rough, dirt and rock. And everyone here has dark vision except for Farah, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you keeping your sunlight out?
I'll shoot it.
All right. She will say, I'm going to borrow one of these, okay? Thank you.
Here.
Sconce.
Oh, yeah.
Light.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know if she was holding something.
Yeah, she was about to take one of the torches off the sconce. But yeah, you can totally do that. So, glancing around the room, can I get everyone to make me a perception roll?
Can I have a not douchey dice, Amy?
Yeah, please take your pick of
Nice.
these.
I'll
15.
borrow the goldy one.
15?
15.
That's a perception?
Come back here, Charles. Come.
Charlie?
Come here.
I have clearly
Charlie, I've got
distracted.
treats. Come here.
It's a 10.
Thanks,
You want a cookie? Yeah? You want a cookie? What's on your back? Go on.
Current time?
On your back. It was 8:35.
Nice.
All right. So,
Charlie.
Stay.
procedurally generated dungeons are weird.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the funny pony.
Is that a nightmare?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Apocalypse pony.
as you look inside of this small, cavernous room, you'll see that the ceiling actually goes up about 5-6 meters.
So it's tall.
It's very tall and actually cavernous. Stalactites hang from the ceiling. And as you glance around, who got above it? 12.
Oh wait, I never did count mine up. It was perception, right?
Yeah.
24.
What'd you get, Amy?
10.
So looking around, you'll notice one thing, and that there are bones on the floor.
That's
As-
concerning.
Well as what looks like a traveler's outfit with bones jutting out of it that have been rifled through and broken.
No, Charlie.
He's a pup. Might want to call him back that way.
Charlie, come here.
He just wants to be in the game.
I know.
I just don't want his tail to knock the camera.
Alright, come here, bud.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. No, not under. Not under.
Oh, easy. Hey, Mike, you might want to adjust that. You're slightly out of frame.
Well, at least I saved the microphone.
Just tilt it just a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Hey, bud. You can't come up here. I'm busy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, don't give me that look. So, looking around, you can see a traveler's outfit, disheveled by time. Are you letting him up on you?
Yeah.
Danger
like
dog.
this.
Okay. All right. I'll
This
move
is
my
as far
stuff.
as he gets to go.
Okay. Look, dog is in game. How can
Yay.
this be? Hey, buddy. How
Hey,
are
doggy.
you? Oh, hi. You want to roll a dice? Here you go.
What did he get?
You're dead.
Oh.
Oh.
But he killed you, so it's okay.
Okay.
He likes to kill. All right. Let's actually focus up. This is Dork Tales, not Dog Tales.
Yeah.
Or door
Or
tails.
DoorDash.
It's Door Tales. Whoa.
And definitely not snore tails.
I mean, if we keep doing nothing, it will be. So, looking up inside of here, the rest of you who rolled high enough and not Farah. Farah's going to look at the corpse. You are going to see a single green eyeball glowing in the darkness, about the size of a large melon. I guess a large orange. Looking down from where it's clutching to one of the stalactites, this creature looks down at you.
Oh, ew.
Ew. Yes.
No thanks. No thanks. No
Um,
thanks.
Let's see. I'm gonna pick Mike actually. Mike,
Mm-hmm.
can you make me a charisma roll? Never mind, you can't beat me.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I got 2.
Yeah, I got a 23.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I physically would not have been able to beat you.
Are you immune to being charmed as a half elf?
I do not know.
Are you immune or resistant?
I'm not sure.
Resistant.
I literally. Oh, no, it's human. Half elves are like humans. You gain advantage on saving throws. That's not the same thing. So, it looks down at you and blinks slowly and deliberately. Does anyone hear... What languages do you speak?
Common and infernal.
Undercommon, Common, Elven, and Draconic.
Common, Orc, and Druidic.
It looks down at you and in Undercommon says, "A half-elf in my sanctum. What secrets do you have, half-man?" And as it says that in that rich melodic voice, which to the rest of you sounds like this like deep, kind of rasping, breathed voice that sounds like a voice that would whisper in your ear to make a nightmare happen. A dark oracle whispering your doom. Can you tell me one secret about your character?
Oh god, I haven't thought of any secrets about my character.
Yeah. So, what do these people know about your character, or what did they not know about your character that you want to play close to the chest? They already know that you're a noble scion. They already know that you are on a quest.
Spill the beans.
Spill the beans. Did we know why he was on a quest?
You brought shame on your family, but did they know that?
Ooh, you never told us.
I don't know if I ever actually mentioned that.
I
Yeah.
don't think you did.
I don't think I did.
What did you do? Actually, do you want to write it down?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Come up with something that sounds
Come up with
shameful.
something big. Like anything works, man.
Woo.
Was it like, did you betray someone? Were you just like a hedonist? Did you fritter away some family jewel? Did you break a woman's heart who you were betrothed to? Like something that would cause political turmoil in your family.
Ooh. Okay.
Why do you have a raven written on your hand?
No reason.
Raisin? That's a raven, not a raisin.
No reason.
The rest of you, this thing speaks down and just says this horrible, just dark language. Now, you will be able to recognize it as Undercommon, and I think so will you, because you've been traveled well enough as a druid.
I probably don't understand it, but...
Yeah, you don't understand it, but you'll be like, that's Fey-ish. I don't think so. I don't think that's, like, you're more infernally based.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Alright, pass
There
that
you go.
back. So it will... And then in heavily accented common, it will speak. You gave away prized possessions. It jumps to another stalactite. To an enemy. You brought dishonor upon your family.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
They cast you out. They don't want you back, half-man. Your errand, it jumps to another stalactite, is one of convenience to clean you from the slate of their blood. They hope you die, so they may be rid of you and bury you beneath the shadow of your better brother. What do you all do?
That's deep.
So what sort of creature is that?
If you have, oh god, what would this even be? I'm gonna say this is gonna be an arcane check to try to figure out. Or alternatively, you could roll nature?
Something natural?
It's no, I guess it wouldn't be. So this is gonna be arcane, or yeah,
Arcana?
It's gonna be arcana.
16.
15 from me for Arcana.
All right, I'll give this to 15, at least a hint of it. There's a story in the Undercommon of arcanists that try to gain a godlike supremacy. They try to raise themselves to gods using infernal magic, but instead are cursed by them. Their bodies wither and rot and become these things, these Nothics. Perhaps a play on how the gods see them as nothing. The Nothics, have withering gaze and can pull the secrets from a man's mind just by looking at them and lay your soul bare. They can rot the soul with just a look. Oh, and they're fucking evil. But hey, that's just me.
Okay.
Beyond, you can see there's an archway into a shadowy corridor. You could try to make just a quick move for it.
Do I know how tough these are likely to be?
Probably.
Difficult fight?
I mean, they will kill a normal man in seconds. Any peasant dumb enough to find themselves in a magical labyrinth are easy prey.
Luckily, we're not peasants.
Luckily, we're monster killers.
Oh, hey. Cool. Farrah actually knows what the hell this thing is, too.
What did you do?
What do you all do? It stares down at you.
Cool talk. Bye.
Good talk.
Okay, cool. You just keep moving.
Yeah,
All right.
pretty much.
That's an option.
I have 0 charisma. I, in fact, have -2 charisma.
Okay, we're not rolling portal to a random plane again.
Please
And the
no.
flump's not coming back, so let's keep going.
Bad move.
There we go. Moving into the room.
I'm also leaving a little bit of that powder along the walls.
Are you? Are you using it? Are you actually using it?
Yeah?
You're actually using it, are you? Okay, cool. So if you just drop some of it, and you'll see that
What color is this? Like gold?
it's kind of like a gold, yeah. Actually, it's a silver. It's a silver pattern.
Ooh, I like
And
that.
as you drop it, it kind of floats in the air like dandelion motes,
Oh, that's
and
pretty.
we'll start kind of tinkerbelling a path in front of you through that door. As you step through it, you will appear
On the other side of the map.
on the other side of the map. Yeah.
Over here?
Actually, pull your finger all the way back. One more. One more. Yeah. Hey, Mike, guess what you're drawing now?
Woohoo!
Yeah,
Mike,
drawing duty.
The room you're drawing is a single corridor. Basically, so draw a straight line all the way
All
to
the way
that
to
door.
this?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we just found a hallway?
Does it go back to that
And
door?
It's too wide, yeah.
And just
Yep.
straight.
Yep.
Hey, that's the room with that
He looks
skull.
so like,
I'm so pleased. What? We might have to deal with the school friend again.
oh.
Is it a double door or just single
It's
door?
just a single door.
Yeah.
Now, glancing down this hallway, you notice that. Wow, let's find out.
Ooh,
Christine,
players.
and everybody make me a perception roll. Christine, you have advantage on this
Nailed
roll.
it back. Sweet.
14.
Oh, hell yeah.
Are we? Sorry, were we rolling
24.
something?
Perception.
24.
We're all rolling this. Ooh.
All right.
This purple dye is my new favorite.
How many squares long is that, Mike?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
That's a
Perfect.
lovely
So that's
even number.
1.
Yeah, my purple smoky one is my new favorite.
All right. Glancing down the hallway. Now, everybody roll perception?
Yeah.
What did you get, Amy?
13.
9.
Farah also got like the 12. That's not very much. Looking down, you can see that the front steps, you crowd around that first couple of steps. The stone here is uneven. Every tile a different height.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a horrible feeling.
That bothers me a lot.
What else bothers you is that you can see the walls are riddled with holes on either side, as thick around as a pipe.
Duck.
Dozens and dozens of them. Every single space in this room could be a pressure plate. And you can see on the far wall next to the door a lever.
Where we are right here, are there any holes next to us?
Not next to you, but after that first step, yes, everywhere.
So, if I had a thing that caused a wave of thunderous force to sweep out from me, would it trigger all the traps?
I don't know, why don't we give it a try?
Yeah, I'm gonna thunder wave.
Are you going to warn people to cover their ears?
Sure.
Okay, that's probably nice. Alright, go ahead and give me that roll. Or there is no roll. It just does it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and if there's any creatures, they must make a Constitution saving throw in front of me.
Okay. So
Oh, wait. I will tell them to back up. Because it's a 15-foot
Behind you?
cube. So they need to be 15 feet away from me, or they'll get pushed away.
Okay. So that's not going to cover the entire room.
Or actually,
But a
do I
good
need to be
portion.
thunder wave, or do I have a better one?
So, Christine.
Actually, I could just do gust of wind instead. That's just a 60-foot long line.
Does that, how much pressure does that do? Is it enough to knock people over?
Any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when moving closer to you. So it does send out quite a wave of pressure.
I think I'm going to say go with your initial plan.
Oh, must say succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in the direction following the line. So this is essentially thunder wave, but in a 60-foot, 10-foot wide line.
10 foot wide?
Yeah.
Okay, then go ahead and cast that.
So she's in front of us.
Yeah,
That's
so it doesn't
fine.
matter. You don't have to move at all.
Yay!
All right.
That's why I decided to
Excellent.
change it.
Excellent.
So, 1 second while I just double check something. 120.
Yeah, so it just gets cast. If there's anything in front of me that is a creature, it must make a strength saving throw.
Okay, so you are. Hold on, I'm gonna roll to see which one this is. 1, 2. Okay. There is a thunderous there is a mighty gust of wind that sweeps out of nowhere, plastering your clothes to your backs as it bursts down the corridor. Pressing down, you can hear the sound of grinding stone wearing itself into the ground, and then more than 100 darts release themselves from the walls on either side, only to be blown where they pin-cushioned the door at the end of the hall. A simple wooden affair that is now more of a cork board, a vision board of dripping poison. The gears will grind to a halt, and all of the tiles are uniform again, lower by an inch than they were a moment ago. Good job. That was actually really smart. Yeah.
Woo! Did that do it? You think?
Or will it just reset?
Well, we'll find out. Run!
All right. And you're using the powder?
Yes.
Okay. Let's find out if it worked. All right. And you will burst open the door.
Into the well room?
No, actually. You are going to find yourself... What the hell is that?
What?
There's like a skeleton there?
Mm.
What was in this room?
That's the room that we found the flumph. No, we found a flumph in here. That was the one that said like danger is this way or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The 3
Was
doors?
No, that was farther over.
Yeah, there was
Oh, yeah,
like
it's
a
up there.
minotaur that way.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Minotaur
We
was
got
in
it.
here.
Oh, okay.
And it's
That's
dead.
right.
Yeah.
So, Amy, can I have the orange? Or can I have the orange?
Da.
Oh my god.
Okay, you're gonna burst out of there.
Like, this is familiar.
And we just
We're all dead.
We're all
And you
just...
suddenly find yourself
I
in,
might fall on the ground.
in that room with the marking on the wall.
Yeah. So...
The dust trails off to your left.
Back basically the way we came.
Do you follow it?
I will. Sure.
Yeah.
The dust takes you through that door, into the secret corridor that you took behind that chest.
Mm-hmm.
The room is as you left it. And at the base of it, there was a door to the south, which we don't bother drawing it, it's fine.
Can you pass me the orange one, though? Just so I've got it.
The door to the south. It's wide open. And heads up a flight of stairs. Just as it did before. You follow?
Sure.
Following the stairs up, it's no time at all before you find yourself in the Hall of Heroes again.
Oh.
At the end of the hallway, you can see...
I'm gonna keep an eye out for that statue
Okay.
that the ghost guy looks like.
At the edge of the hall, you can see a grim, burning red light further ahead than... or down one of the side corridors in the Hall of Heroes. Is anybody looking down that direction, or are you just
Yeah.
heading...
Was it there before?
No, it wasn't. Well, at least not that you noticed.
Yeah.
Can you explain that again, sorry?
So there are numerous side passages running off of this main corridor where all of the statues are. And it looks like it's kind of a maze of statues and monuments here off of the central pavilion that you walk down. This is where you initially walked that had like the battles and like the mossy stones or the mossy rocks. I forget. Was it mossy rocks?
It was the Mossy
It
Rocks.
was mossy rocks. Looking around, you can see that down one of these side corridors, which I didn't explain as well as I could have, I apologize. Down one of these side corridors, you'll see that there is a bit of glowing red. What was that?
That was kind of his yawning.
Oh, that was him. I thought that was someone outside yelling.
No, I think that was Charles. If it was somebody yelling, Charlie would be like barking his fool head off by now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And does that...
It's down a side passage to your right, and it's glowing with the same type of red that a hot coal glows.
And is that dust leading that way?
No, the dust has led you back up to the Hall of Heroes, and now when you reach in, it seems like it's empty.
So we're basically out then.
Yeah, you're basically out. You don't have to go down the corridor if you don't want to.
I'm curious. I mean, red light. Yeah.
You're going stealthily?
No.
Alright, so walking down the corridor. It's only about 15 feet, and then it opens into another broad Hall of Heroes. But at a place of prominence, you can see a thick, orcish statue, dressed in sparkling finery. It looks like they took the costume from the performances and directly transposed it
On the statue.
onto the statue. And laying on the ground in front of it, dutifully, are two still alive, still animate hellhounds, glowing with infernal fire.
I'm gonna just back up and back away.
Okay.
Pretend I didn't see them.
Sure. That sounds good. I'm going to make a roll for that.
Actually, no. I'm not gonna take my eyes off them and just start like
Okay.
just backing up.
One of them like lifts its head slowly and looks at you. Can you make me actually you can just back up, it's fine. So you'll just get out of there. You can see that they're on thick iron chains. You probably couldn't reach you, but maybe they
Who
could.
knows? Let's just not risk it.
You back up. rejoining your party at the base of the corridor.
Anything in there?
Hellhounds.
Oh, okay.
Neat. Let's not go down there anymore.
Do you continue out?
We still have Draco, right?
Yes, he is trailing behind.
Good. Well, we got what we went down there for.
Let's go get money and get paid.
Why would we have hellhounds guarding a statue?
Do you want to find out?
Kinda.
I don't really want to.
Do I know whether or not speak with animal will work with them?
We're with hellhounds?
Yeah.
Right. I don't
Hey,
see
Charlie.
if it's part of it.
Hi.
Hey, Charlie, come on
Hey,
here.
Hound.
Hey, Charlie. Charlie, stop hitting the camera with your tail, bud.
Cool.
Charlie. Stupid.
In trouble.
Don't do it.
So, when you say hellhounds,
Yeah, like, do I know if they're like an animal or if they're like...
they're a little bit of column A, a little bit of column hell.
Hmm.
So, Draco will perk up a little. Hellhounds?
Oh, excuse you.
What was...
There was 2 of them?
Yeah. What did the statue look like?
Kind of orcish.
That's Grog Holiday.
Oh.
He was an infernal rocker. He sold his soul for music.
Now he's a rocker.
I see.
I get he used to go on stage with a couple of hellhounds back in the day.
Seems like they're still
Charles.
kicking around.
Charles, get lay down, buddy.
Lie down.
Can we get out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going down the corridor, you'll head up toward the stairwell that will lead you to the front. But before you do, you will come across the statue that you were looking for. Let me just make sure I get the name right by checking my notes. Because I have so many notes for this.
No.
Not horns.
Notes in what way? This one? Like musical notes?
Hey, that's awful.
Not as bad as some of your puns.
That's true. Go around the tree. Storage of items. Chamber with basilisk. That's from 4. Where's my list with Triance? Was that in a different notebook?
Shouldn't be. Do you have more than one notebook though?
Yeah, sometimes.
Is it that little one back there?
No, it's the flamingo one over there probably. But that's fine. Because I actually don't need this because I'm way smarter than that. You'll find him. It's among the statues of 20, maybe 15 to 20 years ago. They're not dated, at least in a system that you recognize. But it's the lead singer, the front man of Euphoria.
Oh, Kirk.
Yes, Kirk. What was his last name?
I don't remember his last name.
Corbin?
It was Kirk Corbin. It was Kirk Corbin. I'm
Oh, so our little halfling friend has some explaining to do.
Can I get you to make me an insight roll?
$13.
Taking a really good look at this, you see the entire band there. There's not a halfling in the band. In fact, the band looks to be completely stocked by humans, elves, and half-elves. And there is one there, a human, who looks quite a bit like a stretched out version of Graz. But not the halfling. I know, it's very upsetting.
Good timing, Charles. Huh. Maybe he does know something about changing forms. Doesn't that look a bit like what's his face? The halfling? Graz?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just
Taller.
If you squish his head a little bit, yeah. Like if you
Well, yeah, that's the
scroll
thing.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
But this guy is the ghost
Yeah.
that possessed you. That one. That's
Oh,
him.
nice.
Didn't you say like he was cursing?
Like if you
Yeah,
suffer,
he was
like,
you know,
he was cursing somebody for leaving him like that.
Distinctly less gruesome.
right? Just maybe if you cut your left arm.
Yeah, he was basically cursing somebody for leaving him for dead.
I wonder if our halfling friend has
Well, remember what it
had
says
some
though.
experience with this.
They killed him. And left him down there.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with you?
Why would they go down there in the first place, though?
Why don't we get some answers?
Draco,
Let's kick some
you got
ass.
any answers?
No.
I mean, you're the one who's been around here more. You know
he
the history of
lying?
the place.
No, he's just dumb.
Yeah, it's fair.
Make me a sense motive roll.
Can I actually?
Yeah, or an insight roll.
Insight?
You just dumb.
He dumb.
Yeah, he's just dumb.
Okay.
He's
He's just dumb. Like he's like,
Fair.
it's not really my type of music.
Okay. Sorry I asked.
Yeah, me too.
Bruh.
Wow, he's got less charisma than I do.
He's just
Stare at him.
really done.
Just completely checked out.
How? Okay.
Well, let's get up top.
Yep.
You move up top, climbing the final stairs to take you back into the council chambers.
Oh, thank God.
They're largely, well, they're empty.
Mm.
The fire pit in the center still burns brightly. But the chambers, those seats on the rotating pads, they're empty.
They probably thought we were gonna die.
Probably. Maybe they wanted us to die. Who knows?
What do you do? Looking around, you can see that. Make me a perception roll, please.
All of us?
If you have a hearing bonus, that will apply.
I don't think I do.
15?
16.
25?
You can. All of you will be able to hear that there's sounds of yelling down in the city below. And
Down there.
as you step up into the council chamber, it leads out into just a broad view from the Temple of the Voice. And there at the top of the stairs, in silhouette looking out over, you'll see a short form in a cloak.
Oh no. Don't tell me.
It's a little halfling friend,
Looks
isn't
like
it?
a halfling, yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering when you'd get back up here, he
How
says.
big is he?
Oh, about 3 feet tall. Are you going to go up to him?
Yeah.
Are you? Sure. So you'll walk up right behind him. He's,
Oh yeah, can I be stealthy for that?
sure, go ahead and make me a stealth roll. Perfect.
21.
So you will sneak up by him. I was wondering when you'd be finally making it out. It's been almost 2.5 days. You found him. That's good. He'll turn back and smile at you. He's wearing his vestments of Kaz and just, he has something in his hand. Kind of shaped like a softball. He just keeps like juggling it. It's up and down.
Is he just going like...
Can I sense motive?
Yeah, please. Where are you? Hiding behind a pillar nearby? Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try
Actually-
sense motive as well.
There isn't a sense motive. There's
That's
insight.
insight.
I'm trying to
Insight.
get like kind of
14.
right behind him as close as
Yeah,
I can
You can
get.
get about 10 feet from him, behind him.
By not making any sudden movements yet.
14.
14? You're getting kind of a weird vibe off of this guy, obviously. He throws up the ball again, and it's this intricate lattice work of iron and crystal mixed together. It honestly looks kind of like ribbons of iron lacing around into an intricate pattern, almost like a garter belt.
Arcana, maybe?
With bits of crystal making up the rest of the globe. You can make me an Arcana check, but I do not expect you to get this.
15.
15?
It's probably over me.
It looks like a very...
Yeah, 16.
That's pretty good.
Nope.
So both of you, it looks like it's old. Oh, you know what? I'm Farah. And she has a +9 to
Is it
Arcana
stone?
rolls. It's ironwork.
Not
Does it look like it'd be attached to the
And I
staff?
roll a 4.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't. Could be. It isn't at the moment. I was wondering how long it would take you to get up here. Just enough time for me to grab this.
Can I?
Yeah, you can totally.
Can I try?
You can totally try. Yeah.
Cool.
Go ahead and make me. Are you gonna try to stab him or
No,
just grab
I'm
it?
just gonna, yeah. Oh, I was gonna try to just knock it out of his hand with an arrow.
Yeah. Go ahead. Make me an attack roll.
Or should I just try to take it?
I don't care. Make me a roll.
Should I just try to take it, or should I knock it out? Because I don't want it to break either, like last time.
Just do it.
Just whatever, you have to make a split second
Yeah, I'm
decision,
gonna go and
essentially.
grab it. When
You're
he's
gonna go and
like,
grab it? Sure.
Okay, so what do you want me to use for that? Dexterity?
Yeah, please.
And it's not proficiency.
You are proficient in this.
Oh,
also.
don't screw it up.
Perfect.
Was that it? That's a nat 20.
Ooh!
That's perfect. So you will move up quickly. Just appearing behind him in his shadow is Mars, who will
Yoink.
grab this
Yoink.
orb, and it's so light. It's so light, and you pluck it out of his hands, and he turns and smiles, actually pretty bemused.
Mm-mm.
You actually surprised me.
Yoink.
Hill. Are you gonna move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disengage.
All right. So you jump back basically with your friends.
Yep.
If you-
Where are you guys? If I was behind him.
We are in front of him, so
Yeah.
you probably jump back.
Probably about 15 feet in front of him.
Yeah, so I just do like a whoop.
Yeah, you can just jump back to be just basically in front of your friends.
That is a beautiful roll. Yep.
That was fantastic.
Oh. I waited all night for this.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. So he looks back at you and... Did you have fun down there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
That was great.
I'm glad. Learned some things.
I made a new friend.
It's true, actually.
Do you want to learn some more history?
I think we learned everything we need to know.
I'm
Fair
good.
enough.
Yeah, I have a few questions.
I'm
for
good.
you.
Mars, shut up.
He'll smile. Well, the thing about that is
You just like point
that...
us direction to, what was it, Ballyhut? Or is this Ballyhut?
This is
What's
Ballyhut.
the value?
Okay, the place we wanted to go from there.
Oh, where are we going?
The
I think
Tower
we need to
of...
go out.
You're so worried about... You're so worried about getting out of here. You sure you don't want to have any more fun?
No, I'm good.
Can I have my control orb back?
Control orb.
Here, what?
Oh, that's okay. You don't actually have it anyway. If you wanted it, you should have taken the real one, and he'll vanish. And it will vanish from your hand, and he will step out from behind the pillar opposite the one you hid behind.
Oh my god.
Because I get that as a domain. Sorry. And as he steps out of the shadow holding the pillar, or pardon me, holding the pillar, he's very strong, holding the orb in his hands, he will step up from a halfling shape into a human-sized. His face will become much more angular, and you'll see his eyes flash strangely. Can I get everyone here to make me a religion roll if you have religion, if you're proficient in religion?
No,
Yeah.
only if you're proficient.
Only if you're proficient. Did you
Oh.
just roll a
Oh,
20?
I'm not proficient.
Oh, save that. Save that for later. That's magic.
I could just use that later.
No.
Oh.
19.
Holy shit.
I rolled a 16.
I am not proficient. I mean, depending on what it is, but it's not related to my gods. I probably don't know that much.
Truth, actually.
Arcars and soft in Arcars.
So he smiles at you and his eyes flicker and they're suddenly slitted and orange like a cat's.
Oh, fuck off.
Here, if you really
Really?
wanted it, and
No, we don't want
he'll
it.
roll it off his finger.
Don't touch it.
Oops! And he's gonna toss it toward you, and you're not gonna try to catch it. That's
Are you
fine.
gonna reflexively try and get, like...
Can I move out of the way?
Yeah, you totally just move out of the way.
Yeah.
Because they said Mars stopped touching things.
Yeah, it's true.
Cool. So it's going to flip through the air and hit the ground and is going to shatter into 1,000 pieces. That was a choice, he says.
What is with you?
I just want to see what'll happen. And what's going to happen is that's going to go crazy now. And he kind of gestures a hand back with a flourish of his cloak at the town, and you're going to hear people scream and a gout of flame rip up into the air.
What did you do?
Should I have caught it?
Probably. I just wanted to see what that would do. And is anyone going to walk to the edge of the podium and look?
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
I'm keeping my eyes on him.
All right, so as you walk to the edge, looking down, you can see down in the village a 15-foot tall spider made of mechanical cogs and gears and steam, like you've never seen of Gnomish design, tears through the town, breaking buildings down with its giant claw-like legs. It erupts gouts of fire into the air and roars this rattling and starts charging a bunch of city folk. An ancient relic from the Age of Wonders. Well, have fun, heroes. Ta!
Asshole.
And he's going to fade out of view because he can do that because clerics of trickery are great.
So maybe I should have caught
Here, you
it?
know what? You know, you didn't catch it. There you go. Get your inspiration back. All right. So you will see this thing terrorizing the city. What do? Move to the next city?
Well,
Oh no.
let's go kill us a spider.
All right. Why don't we take... So, folks watching, we're going to take a 5-minute bathroom break before we jump into the scene because I got to pee because I'm an old man.
And I think the dog has to pee too.
The dog has to pee because he's also an old man. And we'll be back to fight this giant spider in a minute.
Are you an old boy? Are you an old man?
All right, Charlie. You.
It's gotten so many.
Whatcha?
I'm gonna try this in my cake.
All right, and then...
It's just still downstairs.
All right, so I need everybody to make me initiative rolls as soon as they get back to the table.
Nat 20.
Really? Okay.
Now, how far away from the spider are we?
About 200 feet.
Okay.
It's down the stairs and...
Okay. That's weird.
Did you get a nat 20 as well? Okay, what's your initiative mod?
Nice.
So I think it's Mike and then Christine.
Yeah, probably.
I got
I'm a 6.
9.
I just have a 1.
Okay, and then it has a 10.
No, Charlie, you had cake. Lie down.
Okay, what did you get? Maybe
9.
you got
Lie
a...
down.
12.
And then it goes Winter,
Farrah?
and then Farrah. Farrah got a 5.
She always rolls really low on initiative.
All right, so glancing down into the town, what do?
How far away is that spider?
About 200 feet. It's rampaging, but... Ooh, actually, it has to make a roll for this.
Is it too far away to hit with a bow?
Yes. But you can always move. It looks like it's rampaging around now. Like, the screams only started a moment ago, and it looks confused and angry as it crashes through a nearby building.
The scream started about the same time the orb crashed.
Yep, the control orb. Alright, I just have to look one thing up real quick, and then we can go. So it is, I think it's improve.
So does it look like the control orb is only controlling the spider? Or is it causing everybody to go insane?
You don't know. But the people look like the people were already fairly insane to begin with.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Things were kind of crazy.
But they're definitely, it looks like they're mostly avoiding the giant mechanical spider.
Okay.
That has God knows how
Smart.
many hit points.
It has a significant number of hit points. This is a boss battle. I'm going to warn you going into this, bring your A game. You did just heal, so you should be fine. This is a lethal encounter.
We may die.
We may die.
You may die. So you don't have, you can run.
I'm gonna try not to die.
Trying not to die is probably the best. Burning hands. So
That's been bugging me literally all night.
I didn't even notice that one.
Right?
Alright, is anybody taking a round to get ready? Do anything?
I want to just stay stealthy.
Pants. Oh, damn, I can only do that on...
We're going to psych ourselves up to be badasses.
Alright. Who's doing anything this first round?
I'm gonna go hide. Just basically go into stealth mode.
Well, you're going to have to move 200 feet to get near this thing, so you're not going to be able to... Yeah, so you can approach stealthily.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. Dex...
Although, I mean, I think it's also got other things that it's thinking about currently.
Yeah, but I don't want to like
Draw his
explicitly
attention.
go and be like, "Hey, look at me, come get me."
I was thinking of doing that.
Well, I'm not.
Well, you're also the one who was perfectly willing to be like, hey, succubus, let's play.
Alright,
That was
so
different.
your plan is to hide. What's your plan?
Just start heading over that way, preferably like not catching its attention at first. I want to like control when the fight starts.
It's fair.
Yeah, get the advantage and try to see if maybe like out of all of its workings, where it would be like the best point to attack it.
I mean, I'd go for its legs, probably. Amy, what are you planning?
I'm going to shift into a something.
Fucking
Look up
rhino.
a cave bear. Oh, a rhino's in there. I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure.
don't know if I can do it though.
Farah will say that I can probably bolster some of you, like your strength or your accuracy, but I can do two of you, but it has to be the same thing.
I'd love some extra accuracy.
Would anybody else? Because it
Yeah, I'm gonna turn into a brown bear.
stand next to each other then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Dex
cool.
works for both of you too.
All right, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability. Unfortunately, I can only do one sequence of this at a time, except I have the Twin Spell Meta Magic, which means that I can cast it once and affect both of you.
Meta magic.
For the next hour, both of you have advantage on all dexterity checks, and you don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less if you're not unconscious or
Dang.
incapacitated.
Okay, cool.
So that means that for the next hour, or until I lose my concentration.
Okay, so stay safe.
Yes. Again, if you have an NPC PC tag around in the party, make them buffers, because that makes the other characters gods.
My plan is to get on top of one of the buildings and just try and get high up with a bow.
Now, Ballyhut's buildings are pretty low because they're built mostly for gnomes. There are some, well...
Oh, and actually,
Yes.
I will cast my last, I think. Oh, no. 1 second of 3. Second level spells. I'm going to cast Aid.
Okay.
So, it lasts 8 hours. All 3 of you, increase your hit points by 5. So that's max and current hit points by 5 each.
Shouldn't you have all your spell slots again because we had the long rest?
But I used the gust.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That was a spell.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just going to pull Farah's sheet up real quick for this.
So what does that do?
You all get 5. Like, your max of hit points raises by 5, and your current goes up by 5. So if your current and your max are the same, which we did heal, so just raise it by 5.
So yeah, you have +5 hit points temporarily.
For the next 8 hours.
Do I have that as well, or did you just do them?
Everybody does.
Everybody has
All
that.
3 of you do. So I can hit 3 characters.
Okay, cool. Farrah doesn't need. She's
Sorry,
gonna stay
it
ranged.
was plus how many? 5.
Yeah, I'm planning to stay ranged.
Okay, so I'm just checking my other spells real quick. See if there's anything else I can do to buff you. Cool. Which one of you has the lowest armor class?
I got 16.
15.
15.
And I think the bear is what, 14?
No, the bear was 11.
So Amy, since I can do this, I'm gonna cast. You are not wearing armor as a bear, right?
No, the only thing I have is my
Cool. I'm casting mage armor on you.
Oh, cool.
Your AC is 13 plus Dex now.
So, how long is 10 minutes in game? Like, how many rounds is that?
Quite a ways.
Okay.
So it's every minute is 10 rounds, so 100 rounds.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So, if something says surrounds a creature of your choice within range, can that be me? Can I cast it myself?
What is it? Shield of Faith?
Yeah.
I believe you can cast Shield of Faith on yourself, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do that then to increase my AC by 2.
Damn, I really should have taken haste instead. Next level.
Well,
That would be a lot harder to hit.
Oh wait, I do get that next level. Okay.
Okay, so temporarily I'm at AC.
Oh, hey Kelly.
Yeah.
What book was where the books of striding and boots of striding and springing in again?
Boots of Striding and Springing are in the DMG.
I just can't remember what they do.
Boots of Striding and Springing. You can also check Google for them. It will have it. But magical bullshit. They're not in the index.
You want me to just Google them?
Yeah, Google it. The Book of Bile Darkness, you say?
Of bile darkness?
Of Bile, yeah, it's just...
Gross.
Alright.
Boots of striding and springing. First hit when I type in boots.
Are you kidding me, really?
Yeah.
Wow, Google was listening to you.
Right?
creepy.
Alright, here we go.
Alright. So,
Walking speed becomes 30 feet. Speed isn't reduced if you're wearing heavy armor. And I can jump 3 times normal distance. Okay.
So that's perfect for doing ranged attacks.
Yes,
Alright,
indeed.
so we're going to do this Theater of the Mind style. Because doing this on a map would be very difficult. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a diagram so I know what things are. So you've taken a minute to gather up your strength. And it's going to look around and it rages around. Desperately hunting for something. It rips open a building. Staring inside, jutting its arachnid face down into the ruins. It's frantic. It crashes around. It stabs a large dwarf, a portly man, through the gut, rips it open, and does the same thing into its belly, looking for something. It throws him, dead like a rag doll, across one of the nearby stages. It turns and rushes, this time slashing up into the stone statue of the voice, nicking its hand directly off. It's now 100 feet down the stairwell.
So is this a creature or mechanic?
It is a mechanical creature.
Oh, so it is still considered a creature.
It is a large monstrosity, is how it is defined.
How does that work for when something is worded as when a creature hits you?
I would say this counts as a creature.
Yes.
Because it is animated. It is a construct, but it is animated by a spiritual force. So I would say it is a creature. Yes.
Okay.
I'm imagining the big spider from the movie Wild Wild West.
This is basically what I've done. If you haven't seen the caption, I used a giant mechanical spider shooting flames and at people at a rave for this one, and I'm like, I gotta put a spider in now. It's giant spider. Everything happened when I chose that image. All right, so it approaches and smashes into the statue and then turns back toward the villagers. You can see them gathering around, trying to escape, but it set fire to so many of the houses along the way that they're kind of boxed in. A mosh pit of death awaits beneath the spider.
Jesus Christ.
Mike, you're up.
All right, I am going to...
If you jump off to the south, you can land on some of the houses directly beneath the Temple of the Voice.
I will do that.
Okay. Make me an athletics roll.
That is...
You have advantage on this. It's a dexterity-based roll.
Oh, and...
Or is it? I think it is.
Okay.
It was athletic strength.
Athletics is strength.
This is acrobatics, I mean.
Acrobatics?
Yes.
Oh.
That is dex.
Oh, dang. All right, so that was non-natural 20 right there.
Okay, so you can roll again because you have to, but...
And that was a 21.
Okay, so with a 21, you will leap a good 12 feet into the... Oh, probably 20 feet into the air, doing a flip onto the awning of a nearby house. What do you do?
I'm going to draw my bow, and I want to... I'm going to Hunter's Mark
I
it.
was about to say, good.
I'm going to Hunter's Mark it, and I'm going to shoot it.
That sounds good.
Because I can't do... I couldn't do Hunter's Mark and then one of my other spells on it.
Hunter's Mark is a bow. Is it
Yeah,
a bonus action to cast
Hunter's
it?
Mark is a bonus action, so...
So I think you can only cast... Well, no. Can you cast multiple spells in a round if one of them is a bonus action?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm going to say yes this round.
Alright, so...
You're that dexterous.
I am going to then cast...
Oh, and can I get a list of everybody's hit points just so that I'm aware of how dead you are?
44.
49.
Dang.
I think I'm at
Tank.
39 right now, but
39?
39. But that's my
Okay, and
the
Winter?
+5 you gave
44.
me was that applied after I turned into the bear or before?
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
Okay.
It was applied after you turned into the bear.
Okay.
And Wintry, how many do you have?
44.
44. All right, damn, you all have a lot of hit points. Cool. I can do.
It does last for 8 hours, though, so does it also apply to her character?
I don't know.
Because it doesn't take into consideration.
You know what I'm gonna say?
Druid.
I'm gonna say that it is onto your base form, not your bear form.
Okay, so my bear form is gonna be 34 then,
Okay. Well, I don't care about your bear form because I can kill that as many times as you can put it up.
which is twice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you spring onto a house, string your bow, and
I'm going to Hail of Thorns it.
all right. So go ahead and make me an attack roll. Now
That's a 19.
that is a hit.
Alright, and bow was...
And
D6.
Mike, was that a dexterity roll to cast that, or is it just a magic casting roll? It's a magic roll.
It's just a magic roll.
Okay. Please, can you hang on to it? I don't need it.
The longbow was, I think, 1d6, right?
1d8 for a longbow.
1d8 for a longbow. And then I have...
Are you using any magical arrows?
Oh, I have +1 arrows! I have +1 arrows, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I have a 1d6.
Hit. So
And then-
remember that is expended now. That arrow is now non-magical.
Yes. And I'll have 5 +1 arrows after this.
Okay.
And then...
Come on, man, do it.
1d10. And then you need to make a dex saving throw, please.
I have a 10.
Do you have a 10?
Yeah, I don't think I succeed. What does this do?
It just means creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half
Alright.
as much on a successful.
All right, so give me damage.
So that is 8, 9, 10, 17.
17.
17.
Total? Is that
Total.
including the +1 from...
18.
And your dexterity?
19, 20, 21.
Okay, so that's an additional... What was it before? It was 17?
17.
Okay. Perf, thank you very much.
So that's a decent amount of damage.
All right, so you string your bow up and fire one of your +1 arrows into it. It slams into the side of its mechanical belly, and a hail of thorns follow. All right, that does some significant damage to it. Now we're at Christine. What do you do?
Okay, I'm still the 100 feet away from it, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I'm happy with that one.
I'm going... What's the difference between normal and long range?
For a thrown weapon?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
We were looking at that
I just
after last
got
game.
it.
You just what?
So normal range, if I think it was like beyond long range, that if it's outside of the long, like it gets a disadvantage. I think after long range.
Okay, but long range doesn't have any penalties.
I think.
I think it's just disadvantage.
Yeah,
At a certain
I think
point,
it's-
you can't do it. Maximum range, 147. Checking it right now.
If I remember correctly, it's within normal range. You up to that normal range, it's just you attack as you normally would. If it's from normal to long range, that bracket I believe it's
Weapons
a
you can.
disadvantage, and it cannot be fired beyond the long range. So it should just be disadvantage.
So throwing hammer. I'll look at I'll count it as a throwing axe for purposes of like.
For the range though, for the ranged part, I think it's the same for.
So 60 feet for a hand axe. A javelin is 120. But let's look it up real quick because Dwarven Thrower has different rules.
Mm-hmm.
My computer is really chugging along.
It is. It's trying. It's working.
Well, I don't think I'm going to use my other spell for this.
Dwarven Thrower. Long range of 60 feet.
Yeah, I know. But I'm trying to find out what the negative of that was.
Yeah, you can go up to 60 feet, but it's between normal and long range should be at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
and
so
I'm just getting
you
that
can
page
throw
right
at this
now.
range. So you can move your full move and throw, and you'll be at disadvantage.
And I'm
Okay.
just making sure that that is the right thing.
I'm not going to do that then. Instead, I'm going to make a ranged spell attack on it.
Okay. I think that's within line of sight usually, so unless it has a range on the spell.
120 feet.
Oh yeah, you're fine. I would move your full move anyway.
Okay. $12.
12 to...
Hit.
That's going to be a miss.
Yeah.
Your spell will fizzle off the side.
Yeah, it says, so the smaller number is the normal range and the larger number is long range. Your attack roll, it has disadvantage when your target is beyond normal range and you cannot attack a target beyond long range.
Alright, Christine has gone. Amy, what do you do?
I'm gonna approach because I can't get close enough to actually hurt it, I don't think. I can go up to 40. I guess if I run...
Be a run bear.
That'll make you move 80 feet.
Yeah,
Then
I'll
you'll
move
be
80
right.
feet and just basically be a charging bear roaring.
Okay, that sounds good. Can you give me an intimidation roll?
Sure!
Because, I mean, I'd run if I saw a charging bear.
Can I use my inspiration?
Are you sure you want it?
I don't know, but
If
I
you
rolled.
want to.
It's a 7 to intimidate.
Yeah, okay, if you want to, give me.
Hold on, do better. No!
Ah! Direct.
What
That
a
was
waste.
good try. Alright, so I'm going to make a roll real quick. So
I hate it when you waste an inspiration.
So the bear runs down the steps,
Public
taking them in
trips.
giant stride, roaring as it can, but its the sound of the crowd drowns you out.
Yeah.
Everyone's screaming and rushing. The creature is going to like rear up in insectoid fury and look over its shoulder at the creature that shot it.
Oh
And,
boy.
it is going to. You're going to see vents on the side of its distended metal belly suck in air, and
Ew.
Mike, it is going to fire at you. I need you to make me a Constitution save.
Oh, shit.
That is a 10 plus... that's a 12.
I'm just gonna remind you, I have resistance to fire.
That's great.
Handy.
So, my friend, do you have inspiration? Would you like
I
to
don't know
use
if
it?
that's what it is, but still.
Oh god, I didn't want to, but yeah, I will.
Okay.
That is a 16.
All right, you will succeed. I failed save. That's great. It breathes this noxious mist at you, and you are going to leap out of the way as the side of the building that you're on turns to complete stone.
Oh no.
It has a petrification breath.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
And it is going to clank its claws down and start gearing up for a charge.
Well, I know what I'm doing on my next round.
Winter, what do you do?
I want to take a moment and see if there's like a central part to this giant mechanical beast. It looks like it's its operation center or something that just stands out, that if it was destroyed or taken away, it might be able to hinder it in some way.
Its head has a lot of glowing crystals embedded in it.
Its head. And how big is its head?
Probably about this big. The creature itself could not be folded to fit into this room. Like, its body is roughly the size of a Volkswagen.
Oh, it's not as big as I thought it was.
Like, no.
Oh.
It's picture it being an so picture a Volkswagen Beetle. That's kind of its gut. And then it has another Volkswagen Beetle as its butt. And then it has, like, the front of a car, or smart car as its head.
Okay.
So you're only level 4. I'm not going to throw, like, a 50-foot tall. It's about 15 feet from head to tail. Or from head to...
Butt.
Spinneret.
If it had spin... Oh, God, I hope it doesn't have webs. It's cold, but standing, it's about 25 feet with its legs being as long as they are.
Okay.
So a lot of it's the legs.
A lot of its
So I
legs.
thought it'd be really cool if I could get in and be like, this is my Gundam.
No.
Yeah.
What is Gundam?
Yeah, no, that's a different game.
A giant spider, apparently.
Okay, so...
But its head.
Yeah,
Okay,
its head seems like a good call. Or its body, maybe.
And seeing Amy kind of fail at trying to be intimidating, I'm gonna come up behind her to help aid, but also still be fairly stealthy, so I guess I'll take a stealth roll.
So...
Maybe
I'm
my way
charging full on,
Yeah, so I'm gonna go not directly behind her, but
So
maybe
you can
off.
double move and then disengage to hide. So you'll be 60 feet, so you'll go about 20 feet behind her.
Okay.
And then you can just make me a stealth roll.
Not so much.
7.
7?
Not so
All
much.
right. Farah is going to fully move and then hide directly behind you. Well, stand directly behind you and go, so what's the plan? Were you trying to hide? All right, new round. Mike, what do you do?
Fuck, alright. So, first things first, I am going to jump.
Yep.
A good ways away, so I'm away from where it's charging.
Mm-hmm.
And then preferably behind it. I'd like to jump behind it.
I don't think you can get that much movement. Because what is the ring of jumping and that? What does it do? It gives you...
It gives me
Triples?
plus 30 speed and triples jumping distance.
Okay, so actually you will be able to move... You'll be moving to its flank, basically.
Okay.
Not behind it, but you're up right on side of its left.
Okay, that's fair. And then I'd like to shoot it again with my final spell slot.
Okay, go ahead. And don't forget you don't have advantage on this because it's not a dexterity roll. But I wish you the best. I wish you the best. That roll you did before sure was a good roll for this.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Good luck, bud.
That is a 15 to hit.
That is a miss. Your spell pings off of its steely armor. Christine, what do you do? You're about 60 feet from it now.
Okay. I can't move within my normal range.
You can almost move within it. Oh, actually, did it move? It didn't move at all last round. It
just spun around
Yeah, it
to
just spun
start,
around.
and it was getting ready to charge a direction. Which is why I'm like, anywhere but that direction.
You could do a full move to get up next to it.
No. What I will do instead is try and hit it with a spell again.
Okay. I wish you the best.
Me too.
Screw it up.
I screwed it up.
Do you have inspiration?
I do!
Wait, an 18's not a hit?
Nope.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't see that. What? It's cocked. Roll it. It's cocked. Roll it.
It's not one.
Okay. All right. So what's
But
that?
that doesn't count
No.
because it was my advantage.
That's fair. Do you have anything that adds to that? What type of spell is that? Or you use wisdom? You get that. What
I've
spell
got
is
a
it?
spell attack mod. That's it.
Okay. All right. So it'll burn off the edge of it. Amy, what do you do?
So how far is it from me now?
You are within 20 feet of it.
Okay, so I'm going to hopefully avoid its very horrifying claws, but I will move up and I will multi-attack.
All right. Go ahead.
To hit, you just add dex, right?
So I have a bite
And
and
proficiency.
claws, and this is
And
probably going to be
proficiency.
this is probably going to
I
result
still
in me
wouldn't
like
have
hanging
that.
off of like a leg later or
Probably.
something weird.
We're all gonna die, so.
Well,
That's a hit.
that one's a hit. That one, I don't know if you.
If you haven't guessed what its armor class is now, then
It's
19. Mike hit.
is that a
19.
3? Oh,
I'm sorry.
it was a
19
3.
or better.
Is magic for hitting and physical hitting the same or different?
Basically the same. You use different things.
So yeah,
Different
I'm
things,
doing.
but you're still trying to hit past the AC. So
Yeah.
Mm.
Meter.
I realized I didn't declare which dice was which.
The first one was the bite.
Okay. So that's the bite?
Yeah.
So it's going to be 1d8 plus 4. So this is not a lot of damage, but it's something. I rolled a 2, so it's 6.
Hey, 6 is better than a kick in the pants, which we're gonna get severely.
All right. So what's the total?
6.
All right, and that's including your strength bonus.
Yeah, I already it factors it in already.
All right.
So I'm just basically like. "Arr."
All right. So you will bite and bend some of its metal leg, and then it is its turn.
This is a
Okay.
mistake.
So I got to do a recharge.
Mistakes were made.
Oh no, that didn't recharge. All
I'm
right.
not the only one.
So, it's going to skitter back, and
Like lawnmower?
I have 40-foot movement in a round.
Oh,
It's
shit.
going to move 40. It's going to move 20 feet away from you, skittering back. That means you get an attack of opportunity against me. Go ahead, give me.
Does.
Do it.
So that would be. Is it another multi attack or just pick one?
Just one.
Okay, so I'm gonna go after it with my claws then.
Do it.
No.
So you take a swipe at it, and as it skitters back suddenly, scaring the crowd, and then it's going to charge you. It
No.
winds back up like a... All right, I move at least 20 feet straight forward, and then I hit with a gore attack. What's your armor class?
14.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
No. Yes. Woo.
So it's going to rush you,
Bear.
and the bear is going. You're going to duck out of the way as it rushes toward you. I need you to picture a giant metal spider, and underneath it, 2 metal hooks suddenly clink out into existence like a pair of bull horns jutting out of its jowls, and it scrapes the ground on either side of you, running forward, and is actually going to be positioned directly between the two of you now.
Where am I in all this?
You are over to its side.
Okay.
So, I mean, we can put this on the board if you guys really want.
Meh.
Would that be...
Meh.
Okay.
I mean,
So, Mike, you find yourself on a roof about 30 feet to its... Now it's back. So, this is the giant pavilion. You were like, pew, pew, pew. Amy charged it. It went, raw, and is now kind of halfway on the stairs where Christina's up the stairs. And then Farah and Winter are over here, over here, kind of hiding by the base of the statue.
Hiding.
Yeah, standing by the base of the statue. Winter, speaking of Winter, it's your turn. What do you do?
So how many paces would it be away from me now?
Right now, it is about 30 feet away from you and Farah, and about 15 paces away from Christine.
oh shit.
It got close.
And it's facing you.
Oh fuck.
I want to try rushing it and just taking my rapier and just fucking the side
Yeah?
of its head.
All
Through
right.
it.
Go ahead. Do it. You have advantage on this attack. Because it's a dexterity roll.
So, and then adding dexterity. And
Yep, so just use 2 dice. Oh,
2 dice?
well, what'd you get? Yeah, just grab 2 dice and roll them together. It's just faster that way.
Oh, okay.
So, what's the difference between like a dex roll for?
That's a 19.
That's a hit.
Why can we get dex advantage on
Because
some of these?
Farah cast enhance ability on it,
Yeah.
which she chose dexterity,
Mm-hmm.
so that whenever you make a dexterity based roll, you have advantage.
Okay.
Because
Your-
of that spell.
Your spell casting runs off of wisdom.
Or int
Okay.
or something.
Yeah.
It's not surprise though, is it?
Whereas all your attacks are ranged attacks are generally off of dex.
Okay.
Well, thrown is strength.
Is it yes or no?
Actually, Chris. No, it's not. Not this
Because
round.
I was gonna say any hit against a creature surprised is a critical hit.
Oh,
Really?
if it's a surprise attack, I think.
Yeah. So it's not surprise.
It's not because you didn't successfully hide.
No.
Wait, did you roll advantage on your hide check?
No.
Oh,
I didn't. I forgot about
then
it.
no, re-roll it then.
Yeah.
Nat 20. Now it is a surprise attack. This is a critical hit.
Kelly does not want us to die.
No.
And I want to be fair. You're a new player to D&D, and you should be treated with love and care.
So
Alright.
I come back.
You're,
Oh no.
you're kind of stuck.
Oh.
I'll go. I know where you live. So
Yeah, we all know where you live.
that's
I
true.
don't know where you live. Oh wait, I do know where you
You do.
live.
Haha,
where I
we
live.
know where you live. All right, so I need you to roll sneak attack damage. All right, so this is an automatic critical hit, and you
So
can
we
do
roll
sneak attack
ones.
damage.
So I need 2d6.
So you're
Yeah.
gonna roll 2d6.
Going.
I can breathe.
Also, you're gonna roll
Plus,
double damage
I
on
feel
your
like we should get
rapier,
inspiration
which
from
is
you.
a d8, I believe.
I think we should.
Rapier?
I think we
is-
should.
yeah.
So
Because
you're
not
rolling.
everything
I
else
think
is a
Kelly missed the
d6.
joke entirely.
So you're rolling
That's
2d8 plus 2d6,
It kind of loses value when you
2d8 plus 2d6.
and then you're adding your dexterity mod to
It was a
the
good
top
joke.
of this.
It
So
was.
It is
plus
plus
4.
I'm proud of that one. That was a good
So-
joke.
We feel like we should get an inspiration because we tried to be all like,
Yeah.
"Hey!"
And
But
you missed.
we missed grossly,
We're like,
and I'm like, we rolled
"Ooh,
ones.
All right, here's the deal.
16,
Do paper rock scissors.
18, 22.
You guys are pathetic. Do it again. All right, Christine gets it. Actually, fine,
22.
Mike.
Yeah.
Ooh, Charlie got it.
22 damage.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
between
Did you add the
Charlie's
plus
legs.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't fart,
This is
Charles.
18
Don't
for
fart.
plus
Nice.
4.
All right, so you're going to leap up and catch it in the side of the head with your rapier, stabbing it
gross.
right through one of its crystalline eyes, bursting it. It is going to shriek, high-pitched and awful.
Does it look like the same sort of crystal that what's his face was like playing
Yeah,
around with?
it's the same technology.
That makes
That
sense.
intricate lattice work that you've seen. So kind of like stuff like this, right? Like super detailed, intricate gold and silver metal work. It looks like how do I describe this? It's gnomish technology, but it looks old, like the type of technology that gnomes don't do anymore, but you've seen potentially in museums if you're that type of person. All right, so I have another option here. Yes, you failed. And that does a 2d6.
So you did 22 damage?
Yeah,
Nice.
she fucking smoked it.
Between us, we've done
Okay, so you rush
like
in.
48
So,
damage. Plus
Farah
yours.
is going to jump to the side and.
Oh,
yeah, is going to drop a cone of fire on it, and you're going to see. I did.
Please don't hit me.
No, it's big enough that
Or
that she can
maybe
target
burn.
next to it. And one of its legs is going to go kind of weak in the knees as it glows red hot. All
what a
right.
badass bitch.
She's pretty good. Mike, you're up.
I am going to try shooting it.
All right, go ahead and try shooting it. I wish you luck. You have advantage on this roll.
May I borrow one of your d20s?
Certainly. Don't you take the yellow one. It's been rolling like shit.
Here, I also have these.
So, actually, both of those would have been a hit. They were both over 20.
Okay, so go ahead and damn. I'll have to be meaner next time.
One of them was a 17, one of them was an 18.
If,
So
if this does not hit any of you, I'm gonna be so pissed.
It'll probably hit me next time.
All
I
right.
mean, I'm right in front of it.
So that's with a d8, and that's with a d6 on this one here.
Question.
Yes.
The dwarven thrower, was it if target is a giant or giant?
A giant.
A giant.
It's
Okay.
because you're racist.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't have my other spells
Christina's right there.
because I only get 3 spell slots, I believe.
Then take the blanket off.
From my
Yeah.
fire.
Okay. So it's just this.
Okay.
Right, and this is a heavy arrow, so +1.
Yep.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9.
Called
With your dex?
10, 11, 12.
Okay, never forget to add that in. Damn. So you're going to crank it again, firing another bolt. Some circuitry or some... Well, you don't know what circuitry is, but a gout of steam is going to explode out of its metallic ribs. And this strange Icarus fluid that kind of looks like that oleo stuff from the Undercommon, or from the Undermines, where you found Farah, starts to gush onto the ground. Good hit.
And can I make a jump to... after that too? I'm going to jump to another rooftop.
Which way are you? So on the clock, you are at 6 o'clock right now.
And what way is it facing?
It's facing toward midnight.
Oh, so I'm
You're at its ass.
I'm at its ass anyways. Okay, I'm going to go to, let's say, about 8 over
All right,
here.
so you'll jump to another roof. A crowd beneath you starts... I mean, they're panicking and screaming.
Is that on the side with the leg that got hit by Farah's thing?
No, that is the... So there's 1 leg, 2 leg, 3 leg, 4 leg, leg 5 over here.
So that would be right where I just jumped on.
Yeah.
Nice.
And, hold on, I have to do a roll for people in the crowd. This is badass, because I just realized what this thing is. In the crowd, you can hear people screaming and crying, trying to make their way out, climbing over flaming wreckage. You can smell burning clothes, and you can also see people trying to help each other.
That's
good.
nice.
And as they do, as they try to help each other, you see a couple of people in the crowd trying to guide them through. Triance, some of the others. And as they do... All right. So you're face to face with this thing, with a dwarven thrower. Down, guiding the crew, you can see the rotting form of the undead rocker, whose name I can't remember right now. But he looks up at you.
Wasn't it Izzy?
Yeah,
It was Izzy.
Izzy, like, glances up, seeing this, and just starts rumbling deep in his throat. All aboard! And Christine, add a D8 to your next roll. You have inspiration.
Ooh!
Because he has bard levels.
I get to add a D8 to my attack roll?
Yes.
Nice.
I believe you are bardically inspired. Because
Barbically inspired.
you need this.
Okay.
All aboard the crazy train. Within the next 10 minutes, you can wait until after you roll the d20 before deciding to use it.
Nice.
But before I tell you if it succeeds, which you kind of cheated because you now know the AC. You can use it I can use this a number of times equal... Oh, hold on. Let me roll what level I am. I'm sorry. That is a D... You know what? I'm probably only level 5. That's a D8.
Okay.
All right. And Christine, you are up. What's your attack right now?
I'm gonna fling the dwarven thrower because I'm close enough now to be within normal range. So that would be...
You're a +5 for strength alone, right?
No, I'm not. It raised me to 19.
Oh, okay. You're a +4, and your proficiency bonus is
7.
3.
So I add 7.
So you're at a 16. So you know that if you rolled a 3 or higher on the D8, you would hit.
Let's try it then.
Oh, that's
Nice.
a hit.
Alright, I hit it with my dwarven thrower.
All right, go ahead and roll me damage,
Pummel its ass into the ground.
or whatever part of you want to trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I basically want it to hit right in my face. It's right in front of me, facing me. That is 11 plus 15, 16 damage.
16 damage. That is a solid hit.
Damn.
You are going to rush forward and hammer it in the side of one of its legs, ripping it clean off.
Oh!
Oh, baby.
It is looking... If it could bleed, it would be bloodied. How does that sound?
Yes.
Is it
So
dripping
it-
oil?
I think while I'm doing this, because I'm flinging it from a distance,
Oh, yeah.
Izzy has inspired me.
Mhm.
So I'm going to start like screaming some sort of dwarven rock. Remember, I have -2 ability mod to charisma.
I want you to
this
make-
sucks.
No, I want you to make me a perform roll.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Do it. Maybe I'll do really well.
That I think it
that's
sucks.
an 8.
Oh, you're okay.
I
Yeah.
wish you
Maybe it
rolled
was
10
crooked.
At least.
Okay. So you're basically just like, oh
yeah, it sounds horrible. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Have you seen that meme of Thor where they're like, is like into fighting, like in the end game fighting Thanos? Like, is that the immigrant song? I don't know. It just keeps playing. I don't know where the music's coming from. It's been playing for like 3 weeks now.
We are going into the red significantly. Did we want to turn this down a little bit?
Okay.
That's okay. Sorry about
It's
that.
only for a moment.
It's only for a moment. We come from the land of the ice and snow. Don't harsh my chill, Mike.
Okay.
Amy, I appreciate you watching it. Though. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going after this thing with a bite and claw.
Yeah.
With a bear gents?
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
bite, claw.
Go.
Ugh.
That's a nat 20.
Yes.
That's a crit.
Yes. So
Was that the bite or the claw?
that was my bite.
Okay.
So question: my savage attacks from being a half orc, does that apply still
Oh, you don't say.
when I score a crit? Because it's a melee attack. When I score a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice one more time and add it to the damage.
I'm
of the
gonna say
critical hit.
no because you don't have weapons.
But it counts as a
Charlie,
melee weapon
no,
attack.
Charlie,
as
come here.
classified.
Come here, Trouble.
Come here, bud.
Both bite and claws are classified as
But
melee.
you're not an orc right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say no, but look that up for later. Okay.
Okay. So it's just double damage then?
It's double damage.
Okay.
Nice.
So it'll be 2d8.
Come on, give us a 16 plus 2 times 2.
I'll look that up real quick.
Yeah, it would be under
Half
wild. Wouldn't it be under druid wild shape to see if it still applies?
I doubt that they put it in there. That's very
Oh,
specific.
that's true.
Half orc, wild, shape, and what's the ability? Orc, ferocity.
It's called savage attacks.
Yes, the savage attacks ability will work while wild shape. Wild shape allows you to use your racial features. So yes, then it would.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I thought because it's like only things that like specifically I physically cannot do, like talking.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead.
So that means that
Oh, yeah.
I guess I roll
You're crying or zoning out.
3d8,
Yeah.
Ooh, girl.
and then the +4, my strength.
Yeah. Does not change.
So it's just after I roll them.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Okay.
So the thing about critical hits to remember is that every single dice you roll is doubled.
Ooh.
So that includes your magical dice for using your flame sword. If you crit with that, your radiant damage is doubled as well. Everything
So-
except for static modifiers are doubled.
So, do I just? Sorry, I haven't critical hit apparently in this game yet.
Your
So
normal
I
damage
have
is a D8.
it's a 1d8, and then I.
Hi, dog in my crotch. Hi, buddy.
So then I roll a second dice from the savage
You roll
attack,
3d8 plus your strength.
and then this is the third one is from the double damage.
Yes, it does not
So
double
we don't
because
just-
it is an additional dice. What are you trying to ask?
So the double damage, do I not just roll it and then multiply it by 2?
You never multiply, you always roll.
Okay, just making sure because I hadn't
Yep.
been. Okay, so 3d8.
So 3d8 when your strength right now is 18 as a bear?
Yeah, it's a +4.
Yep, so 3d8 plus 4.
Oop.
Damn.
Well, one of those is a 1.
Well,
So 8. That's a 6.
that's a
8.
really good hit.
So it's
That's
10,
solid.
18, 19.
19.
Total.
Damn.
So you are going to... was that your bite?
That was my bite.
Okay, so you are going to rush forward and tell me how this goes. This is your critical hit. It has 7
Pretty
of its
much-
8 legs.
I think I'm going to rip off a leg.
Okay. Are you just going to die for it with a bite and just take it off at the hinge?
Yeah.
All right, so this bear barrels through the air,
Yeah.
rips off with the sound of wrenching metal one of these legs, and a gout of steam and flame explodes out of the side of this beast as it rips apart not only at the joint, but strips some of its core body away.
It's gonna stagger about drunkenly now because we've destroyed a couple legs.
Yeah.
It is, actually.
Are both legs that have been destroyed on the same side?
No, they're on different sides, so it is balanced.
Okay.
Like all things should
for
be.
now.
Alright, so we have what? One leg on one side, one leg on the other side, and then we still have the melted leg as well.
Now I have a feeling
Oh.
I'm gonna get a spider to the face.
Okay, so everybody that's in front of me, that is... So it's going to take a 5-foot step back
Mm-hmm.
and pivot, and then I think I can hit... I can hit you and you
Wait.
and...
But it's pivoting, so does not mean it's turning away from me.
Yeah, it's
So
not
I was
hitting you.
directly in front of it.
It's just doing a 5-foot step back.
Yeah, but you said it was gonna pivot. It means you turn. That's what
It's
pivot-
basically... Well, no, don't worry about it. I'm basically saying it's moving its head.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry. You... Farah is to its left, so you and Winter need to make me a Constitution save.
Okay.
Not me.
You ran past it to bite it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? Did you?
Well, I was kind of underneath it to the
Yeah,
Yeah.
you ripped off a leg, and I'm assuming kept going
19
straight.
is
Yeah.
fine?
18.
So I may have launched
God
kind of.
damn. All right, so
Hey,
the
don't forget, like, I have fantastic const.
the ground beneath you turns
Okay.
even stonier as it unleashes another gout of its petrifying breath. Both of you will dodge out of the way, covering your mouths and not breathing it in. And
I don't want stony love.
all right, Winter, go ahead. You are flanking it with a bear.
Fuck!
So I believe that means whenever you have advantage on a...
Yeah, you have advantage on this. Because you have...
Wait, so that means that whenever you have this spell cast on you, you have the ability to use sneak attack every round.
Does it actually?
Because it's whenever you have advantage on a roll, or on an attack roll, you can sneak attack. According to the rogue rules.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. This is broken as
What is
shit,
it?
but yeah. So
I'm
you can
checking.
sneak attack with one weapon and attack normally with the other. Yeah? Alright. I would sneak...
That
But there's
gentle
also
paw.
something you put in the chat.
Mhm.
Was that what I was doing before? I can't do my bonus rolls if I'm using 2 attacks.
Okay.
So if I want to disengage and get out of the way, I can't be doing that.
Yes.
So what I would like to do is maybe just focus on one roll, and then
Okay.
if I need to move out of the way, this is something I don't want to be too close to.
That's fair. I say just lean into it. But go ahead. Do it. Come on.
So am I
Fuck me
still
up.
doing an advantage though?
You are rolling advantage. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, me too.
So what is your attack bonus total? So you're a plus
6.
6. That's going to be just barely a miss.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going
Sadness.
you're going to stab up at it and just not quite have enough.
And then I would like to disengage and
That sounds great. Farah is going to use Magic Missile because it's the only first level spell I have that doesn't like open doors.
And hello, chat
Oh,
people.
does she have knock?
I don't think
Yeah.
there's anybody there right now.
That's level 2. No, I deliberately took knock and enhance ability. So that does +1, +1, +1. So that's... Wait, really? Wait, hold on. Magic Missile does 1d4 +1, right? 3 of them?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I can look it up.
All right, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So she's going to cast Magic Missile. She's in point blank range. Yep, there we go. However, I do get an attack of opportunity on her.
Hey, me? Would you be
And
please
I
pass
miss.
me a Kleenex, please?
The spider misses.
Well, she's right next to it and casts Magic Missile.
Thank you.
It's going to slam into the spider's core, and 3 more of the legs are going to explode off to the side, and the spider is going to collapse onto the ground, whirring impotently and trying to scratch and claw at everyone.
3 more legs came off?
Yep, Mike, what do you do?
I want to...
It's whirring around crazily, trying to find purchase into the ground. It only has, 3 legs remaining? One at the back. It can kind of scoot like a lame dog, dying and trying to reach its nearest prey.
Not like
I would like to try and actually just put an arrow right into the middle of its head.
All right, you have
No,
advantage.
Charlie. No, Charlie. Go, go, go. That way.
My armor class. Oh, it's my natural armor. So I. Go ahead.
There's a dog under there somewhere.
Both of those miss.
Both of them miss?
Yeah, both of them miss.
Give me.
But wait.
What did you get total?
Total was 15.
Yeah, so you're going to shoot it, and you just can't penetrate its armor from that angle. You already had advantage.
Oh, I did already have advantage.
Yeah, so Christine, you're basically right over this, like, mewling, dying robot. Alright, make me an attack roll. You will have advantage because it is prone.
Puppy.
20!
Hey!
Nice!
Alright, roll me damage. Actually, you don't need to.
Don't want to.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I figure I'm far enough away so that I can just throw this at its face.
You can walk down and just smash its head in.
Well, no, I want the extra die.
Oh, okay.
See, that's what I was hoping to do.
Just wreck it?
Yeah, I was hoping to just make
Yeah.
14.
So you are going to wind up and throw this thing, and it's going to smash through the front of its face, and you're going to hear the sound of it ping, 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 and it's going to explode out the ass end of this robot and fly back into your hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to whir, twitch, and with one last surge of strength, flip itself onto its back and erupt in steam, its final 3 legs curling in.
Oh,
Nice.
yes. We did it, guys.
Charles.
Woo! And nobody
Without
died.
taking
Actually,
any
nobody
damage.
took any damage.
Alright, everybody gain an inspiration from
Well,
that.
that's cool. That's
And you know, I was
Oh,
actually
keep doing it
trying
one
to
at a
get
time.
hit.
I already have my inspiration.
Like,
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah,
wanted
God.
to get physically hit. I wanted to be within 5 feet of it and get hit. Because then I can make a reflex action,
That's
a
true.
reaction of call lightning down on this bitch.
Yeah, well,
True.
I'll tell you what I used for
one
this
day you'll
encounter
get it,
later.
Christine. You'll get it one day.
I haven't gotten to do
So
it since
laying
the
in-
fish people.
Laying in the wreckage, this creature is finally stopped moving. There's something glowing at the center of it, though. Is anyone inspecting the body?
Yep.
I want to take one of the eyes.
All right. Go ahead and make me an investigation roll if you're getting close.
That's 20. No, that's a 20.
Was that a nat 20?
It wasn't an odd in that 20. It's 22.
18.
18?
So 20, like, not nat.
All right. So at the
It's an
core
8
of
for
its,
me.
at the core of its being,
Although if I'm smelling anything, I get advantage on those rolls.
I don't think you need to smell anything mechanical, though.
It smells like oil.
It smells like oil, probably.
Unless this thing does not smell like oil.
Unless it does not smell like oil, in which case it doesn't smell like oil.
Yeah.
where is it? It
Oh.
is. So I'm just double checking this real quick. Just one moment. Just one moment.
He'll be right
Oh, there's a lot of things in here, and it isn't full of potions. So I'm like, what the hell is it? It's Where the hell was it? I had this marked earlier.
Charlie's keeping my feet warm.
And mine.
He is large dog.
Yes,
He big boy.
he is. With warm armpits.
Yes.
And I've got cold toes. Yeah, he's actually keeping like all of our feet warm.
Which is really funny.
So at the center of it, pushing around into it, you can see you'll be able to remove its eyes, no problem.
Nice.
They glow ambiently with about a 5-foot glow, like about with the light of a tea light.
Ooh.
It looks like an expensive gem. You'd say probably worth a couple hundred gold at least.
Nice.
So just put it down as Gorgon Spider's eye. Or Mechano Spider.
Spider Mech.
In
And
center-
the other eye is destroyed, right?
the other eye is destroyed.
Hmm.
Well, actually, hold on. Actually, you'll find it on the ground. It's been dislodged, not destroyed.
Nice.
So you'll have 2 eyes. These are bright blue stones, like topazes, but thick around like a baby's fist.
Neat.
Looking into its core, you can see there's a large chamber at its center. It looks like it was powering it.
That's what I was looking for. Okay.
If you take it out, it's very similar to the control orb that you saw earlier. There's
Like that same sort of like winding thing
Yeah.
on it.
and it has glyphs that glow slightly, shimmering around it. The crowd has stopped rioting.
Are they fucking cheering for us?
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
as
they
you-
are.
And as you pull that out, though,
I'm gonna switch back to human.
some of the gnomes nearby will stop cheering. And one of them will step forward. It's one of the guards from the front gate.
Hmm.
Hey, thank you for what you've done. Can we? Hold on, let's see. He's failing his persuasion. He tries to summon some words up, and fails. But he's looking with just abject horror at what you're holding in your hand.
Do you know what this is?
A woman's voice, light and soft, speaks out from the crowd as they're cheering, and a young gnomish woman walks out, dressed in the robes of the orphan, the god of death. Might we take that from you?
What is it?
A soul. I can pay you for it handsomely.
Do you know whose soul it is?
I would have to ask it. One of the trapped.
You know what? You don't have to pay for it.
And she'll take it with utmost reverence and bow. You're sure?
You'll do what's right with the soul.
What's your name?
Marisol.
Marisol, you and your friends will always have safety and comfort at the Church of the Orphan.
Oh, thank you.
I will make it happen. Thank you. The crowd will cheer and roar. And then some time passes. You have time to tend to yourself, to get some relaxation.
Yeah, not like we need to regen any health.
The next day, they pull you up on stage before the big performance, as the festival finally gets underway.
Finally, jeez.
Now, before that happens, though, I guess I should ask, are you doing anything with Draco?
Yeah, I want to get that thing out of him if we can.
All right.
I am not sure how to do that though.
It's probably gonna hurt.
That's
Probably.
right.
It's probably gonna hurt.
Where do you do this
significantly.
at?
Probably at one of the temples.
Okay. So, in the Chamber of the Voice, where the turning chairs are?
Yep.
Possibly, if we want them to oversee it, make sure that it's all going.
Are they there?
They will be there.
Yeah.
Triance, Ianye,
Hunter and Izzy.
Easy.
Hunter, and Izzy. And then that other one who I forget. Was it just four?
It was just for
It was just four. I cut,
Yeah,
I cut
it-
one down to make it easy.
Yeah. It was
They're
four
all
and then
there.
Drake. Oh.
Oh, yes, Draco's seat was empty. That's what it was. So, they all meet you there. And thank you. We thank you for all that you have done, Triance says. You truly are important and noteworthy, and God praises you, Eonse says. Or not Eonse, Eonye.
Eonye.
Hunter smiles and pays special attention to 1, 2, 3. You, actually.
Oh.
You're the type of man that I could write songs about.
Oh, really?
Eventually.
One day.
And Iggy will just sit there going, "That is a dwarf, good job fucking up, yeah." Yeah, fuck up a giant spider, good song, good. On aboard the giant spider, Sharon!
Kill my wife.
Kill my wife,
Kill my kids.
brought him back.
Oh my god.
Alright, so, there. And Draco sits on his makeshift, not quite throne, but gilded seat. So what do we do now?
Well, you want to get that? You want us to try and get that thing out of your chest?
Will it fix this?
I don't know, but I know it'll probably hurt a lot.
Can't hurt. I mean,
it will hurt to try, but I mean, it'll be worth it.
I tried to get it cut out, but I couldn't cut it out myself.
Yeah, that's generally harder to do.
Yeah, I mean, if one of us cuts it out for you, we could probably do it better.
I just wonder if What's-His-Face said anything in particular that might be a clue to removing it and reversing this curse.
He will think back with all 4 of his brain cells. And I rolled a 4.
I wonder if any of them
To correspond with each brain
four.
cell.
I was really drunk. He said that it would make me unique.
Well, he wasn't lying.
That's true.
I mean, technically he was, because unique generally means singular, right?
That is, well, it just means different, really.
Well, I mean, there are differences between them. But yeah.
I mean, ours doesn't have a glowing crystal in her chest as much as I bet she'd love one.
Yeah. Well, whatever happens, I guess. Nern wants her crystal back, so Mommy's calling.
Oh, you're gonna touch it?
Yeah.
Nice. Can you make me a charisma save, please?
A charisma save.
And that's when one of our party dies.
Bye.
Oh my god.
Bye.
18.
18. That you are fine. However, I want an initiative roll off of everyone.
As the rock tries to fight us.
Probably, yeah. It doesn't want to be
Probably.
like unattached of its host.
All right. So
13.
that is a 4.
21.
19 from me.
So 21.
21.
Anybody get a? So would you 18?
18.
13.
11.
I think you're still in front of me. And Farah.
We're gonna get to fight
20?
Draco now?
I think it's got to do more with the crystal piece. It's probably
Find out.
resisting trying to
Then it was
Take it
Amy,
off.
and then it was Christine, and then it was me. That's right, me.
Unless it's like...
Wait, did Farrah really roll a 20?
Yeah, I rolled an at 20, and she's got a +3 on Dex.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, dang.
So
an initiative
it's going
roll.
to shimmer in your hand, and it's going to just explode. It's going to expand, and suddenly in front of you, this shape.
Ew.
A winged, spined demon
Ew.
appears in front of you, and I think this kind of is a surprise. Do you think this is a surprise?
I mean, we were expecting something to happen.
That's true.
Yeah.
With the number of things that happened when Mars touches something,
We're basically
I am
always
damn
on
well
the
expecting
on
something to happen.
All right.
I don't
It's
think
almost like
anybody
part of
will
the
ever be
story.
surprised if something happens because Mars touched them.
That's fair. I guess Fair's gonna cast Magic Missile because that's what she has.
That's fair.
Does it say anything?
It does speak Infernal.
Yeah.
Great.
Mom wants you. No, sorry.
You said Mommy wants you. Let me free. Was that good?
That was great.
All right, and Farrah's gonna hit the fucker for 13 damage on magic missile.
Jesus.
How did you manage that?
4, 4, 2, and +1 on each one of them. What the
Jeez.
shit, Farrah?
Nice.
And I can only ever roll 1s on that.
I roll really well on D4s for some reason when I'm okay. Yeah, Mike, you're up.
Is there anything behind this thing?
Yes, the podium with the voices on it.
Also, Draco.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they're all behind.
Yeah.
Are they all within
This better be solid.
5 feet of it? Like 5 feet behind it?
No, they're 10 feet behind it.
Oh, neat. All right, so I'm going to.
Have your spells refreshed?
It was
You
the
said
next
it was a
day.
full day.
I did say it was a full day.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Aha.
it's the next day.
All right.
Oh, and so that means inspiration should refresh, right?
I can do inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't see
All
anything.
right, so I'm going to do Hunter's Market and Hail of Thorns it with a heavy arrow.
All right. Jesus. All right. Roll attack.
So that's 21 to hit.
Oh, that was a hit.
Alrighty, so that is a D8 with a D6 and a D10.
And this is a magical attack, right?
Yeah, and it's a heavy arrow as well. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
boy.
19, 20.
Oh my
Oh my god, Mike.
Okay, so I need you to picture this, all right? So this thing erupts out of this tiny crystal shard about the size of like a quarter, right? Suddenly a giant spine devil the size of like a baboon just erupts out of it. I will be free! And then you hear boom, boom, boom from like 3 magic missiles knocking it to the side, and then of a dozen like barbed arrows pinning and like skewering this spine devil to the floor.
Did it die?
And then you will hear, oh fuck. And then it's just going to just go and turn back into a shard.
I'm gonna look up at this.
I feel like none of we all probably just stare at it with notes like
No, I'm gonna look up to like the people on the
Done with
podium and be like, I hope that's song worthy.
I don't get how last game we failed at everything and we won the boss fights without getting touched.
And this one was just like, okay. Oh, Marisol touched something again. You basic. You basic.
we're just done with this. Can we?
Our characters are just done.
So
There's a reward, right? And then we can leave.
We look up at that, and yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Is he dead?
he is dead.
Oh
And his body disintegrates, and as it does, the longest spine on it.
Oh wait, you mean Spine Demon, not Draco. That's what we just asked.
Draco's not. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Draco's not.
You guys said Draco. Oh shit!
No, Draco's on the ground.
no! Load it out and like killed him immediately.
When we fucked up everything we
Wait,
did.
wait. Draco was within 5 feet. How much damage does that do to people in the area?
Oh, that was the 1d10, so that would have been like
Roll a d10 specifically for Draco.
okay. That's a 7.
Okay, so he's on the ground bleeding profusely. His pale, well, sorry, his he's actually like fairly dark skinned, but he's human and covered in blood.
Hey, we fixed it.
Basically, like naked beneath some robes, looking very naked and afraid.
I heal him for 13 points.
Okay.
I walk up and touch him.
So you run up and touch it. Good shot. Nice fucking demons. You'll hear from Izzy. And as the spine demon just kind of dissolves away, a magical fire burning its flesh away as it sends it back to the infernal plane, its longest spine will clatter to the ground.
Ooh.
I'm going to pick that right the fuck up.
It is a dagger.
Oh.
It is a curved dagger with a red, kind of like a jagged red curve to it.
Ooh. Can I please have that?
And I will actually go back and be like, Marisol, you want a dagger?
Oh yeah.
and I'll chuck you a dagger.
Marisol.
Yeah.
When this is attuned, are you attuning this to you?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Cool. Deceitful weapon.
Ooh.
Cursed item.
Oh
no!
I think you're gonna like this. So
Oh,
this is
fuck
gonna
it.
be your second-hand weapon.
Yeah.
This magic weapon has a +2 on attack and damage. While attuned to it, you are proficient with deception. If you are already proficient, double your proficiency bonus when using deception.
I'm not already.
So you are now.
So I add it.
So yeah, fill that in, and then it becomes, since you're proficient with it, you just add your proficiency bonus to it.
So plus.
Just add it in here. So replace that with a 6.
In addition, this weapon is cursed. Becoming attuned to it extends the curse to you.
Sweet.
When you attack a creature and roll a 1, the weapon turns against you,
Oh.
dealing damage as though you had targeted yourself. That is the extent of the curse.
That's not too bad.
Yeah,
Though
it's-
with how much you've been rolling.
Basically, don't roll 1s, and you have a fantastic second-hand weapon.
Yeah, instead of mine just regular. What's the
That is-
damage on that one?
That is 1d4
1d4.
+2.
That's
So it's like a +2 to
badass.
attacking damage.
Yeah.
That's
So
nice.
that is you deserve having a final weapon. Now, what did they promise you at the beginning of this?
They promised us a lot of money.
That sounds great. Well, let's see how much money this is worth.
Yeah, they didn't really get into specifics. I think they were just like, we will reward you adequately, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So I think
it's
they
gonna
were
be
counting
like
us to be dead.
they were planning for us to die.
Well, let me look up what the reward schema is for a level 4 character.
All you're doing that and be like, hey Draco, look in the mirror.
Oh, my beautiful face.
Oh.
Oh, my beautiful face. He's attractive enough, but oh, my beautiful face.
Yeah, but he's so stupid.
He is really stupid.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think he had to make a deal with somebody to be a better songwriter?
I know.
Well,
So now it's just like I'm like.
And now he's back to normal.
Exactly. He's just so stupid. I hate
I'm
him.
dumb.
At least when he was a tiefling, he was kind of interesting.
Yeah, but now he's really not interesting. So now he's just dumb.
Yeah, the Nothic.
So, do we need to, like, put this shard in something to keep it from, like, doing something crazy?
Oh yeah, is there still a shard?
Yeah,
Wait.
it's just laying on the ground.
Oh.
Don't just pick it up! I say as she reaches to pick it up.
Eh.
Yeah, you could put it in a little bag or something.
Cool. Alright.
Alright, so...
Yeah, we're taking this, by the way.
I wonder if there's one on me.
Trust
Can you
me.
check for me later?
We'll check
We don't
later.
want it around here. Yeah, take your fucking shot away. Shot off. I'm going to roll to see how much they're willing to compensate you.
Ooh.
What I'd like you to do is anybody who wants to negotiate with them, if this does not seem like a fair amount, one of you can make a persuasion roll. So, that's not a bad roll, actually. Individual challenge rating, so 52.
Well, this wouldn't have actually been that hard to fight.
No, they're not.
We could have fucked it up.
Oh well, but we got past it.
Yeah.
And we learned some story stuff.
Hey, we all
My character has made bad decisions.
If you say something like that, like, we learned some stuff, like, afterwards, be like, you know, I'm pretty sure we all have some pretty screwed up backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
All right, so they look through their accounts.
I'm gonna judge.
We're going to have to do a lot of repairs in the city, but we did promise. So with that in mind, we can spare these, and they will clatter a bag of gems onto the table. You count in all 11 gems. A quick glance at them. That's got to be at least 50 gold each.
Not bad.
That's not that much.
Not bad.
We'll also allow you this. And I just have to look something up real quick. Magic item table A.
Who has good persuasion?
Kind of, yeah.
Is it more than one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do not want my help on that.
Yeah.
She's the charisma one.
I add a minus to it.
Yeah.
43.
Oh.
We'll also help outfit you for the journey ahead
Okay.
with these, and they will set down a series of items on the table. The first you'll recognize as a potion of healing. The next, a potion of greater healing.
Nice.
A potion of climbing. And a spell scroll.
So it's healing, greater healing, and
Climbing and the spell scroll. Okay.
And the spell I will determine in a moment.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? It's a first level spell. I'll just flip to it real quick. It is a spell of... Find the spell chapter, you idiot.
The spell of being a badass.
I am proficient in this spell.
Yes.
Hmm.
I think after that boss fight, I think we're pretty
That's
proficient in
ridiculous.
being badass.
I
I like dealing with the little demon thing. It's like, oh, Marisol spawned another thing.
I'm gonna look at Draco and be like, really? We saved your life, we brought you back, and we reversed this curse. You have to do something personally without the aid of these, what are they called? The council?
Council.
like you owe
Without
us.
yeah,
basically.
so you yourself have to do something.
So that is going to be a scroll of detect magic.
Cool.
Roll me persuasion. And you will have advantage on this because he's in a precarious situation.
That's better. 17?
17. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair. I don't have very much left from my time, but I can give you
What's your life worth?
these days not much.
I'm just gonna eyebrow.
Are you threatening him? The rest
No.
will say.
No, I'm just curious.
Oh my god.
It's like, well, no, we already saved it.
Yeah,
It
and
would be foolish to...
it's useless to me, so.
Fair enough.
Savage.
So tell you what, Winter.
Hi.
What I'll allow you to do is you can roll me a d10.
A D10.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Yeah, what was that? That one.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep,
Roll that one.
2. Will be just enough. I'll match whatever the council gives you.
So,
Yeah.
11 more gems?
Yep.
And more potions? Or just
I
gems?
I can't do potions, but I can do this.
Okay.
Just let me empty it out first. He'll go over to his chair and open a compartment in it and put a knapsack around it, or he'll put a bag on the counter, reach in and pull out a full guitar out of this satchel bag.
Ooh.
Reach in, pull out a giant wineskin, reach in and pull out. He empties it for about 5 minutes.
Oh god, is that a bag of holding?
It's a bag of holding.
Oh!
I've always wanted one in game. I've never gotten it.
Here, this will treat you well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Handy.
Don't make any stupid decisions like I do.
He doesn't make anything else, but...
Well,
Well, do we want to... Are we staying another night here to...
Can I walk up to Izzy and offer him a fist bump?
it's a little oozy.
Let's take a night to rest.
Yeah.
Besides, Triance says, you have to be here for the festival as we kick off.
All right, yeah, we got tickets for that.
You
We do have tickets for that.
And we'll make
wait,
sure you
are
have
we
front
still
row.
participants?
Yeah, and if I
Did
recall,
we
we
get
have
registered?
participants in that.
Oh, oop.
Yeah, those two.
Did we?
No.
Do we still have to go
It
through
was
with
you
that?
and Farah.
Yeah, me and Farah.
All right.
Yeah, have fun with it, guys. I'm gonna sit over there.
Cool.
So, grand total out of the gems you will have made, that's 22 times 50, which is 1,100 gold.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
So, are we going to carry those in gem form? Because, like,
Well, you
that
have a bag of
person
holding.
recommended. Yeah. So,
Question.
Yes.
How much was it to repair my dwarven thrower?
A lot. You have to find the materials, too.
Yeah.
The bag of holding can hold 500 pounds.
Oh, dang.
Neat.
What did I have to get to repair it?
You will have to get, you'll have to go to a Temple of Vela, basically.
Yeah, that's fine, but if I need to collect shit, I need to collect shit.
Some mithril. Or some Ori Halcon.
Or
Or be
Or-
level 5.
Yeah. No, I'm insulted.
Basically, I've set it as a level cap so
That's
you don't
true.
become vastly overpowered
Yeah.
because it is a really
Yeah,
powerful
welcome.
item.
Cool. It's used in a lot of things.
Yeah, I know that +3 to attacks would be fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be great someday.
Yeah.
So, Winter, can you make me a charisma roll?
Oh yeah.
Performance, if you have it.
Oh no.
Wait,
yes.
that's... where's Farrah's dice?
12.
So, in your last days at Ballyhut, do you do anything in particular?
My character is gonna ask Hunter Haste out on it.
Can I get
Haste
a
out on a
haircut?
date.
I want like a whole new outfit.
Yeah, you can totally buy any clothes you want.
Sweet.
You'll actually... Oh, God, I don't have it... See, I don't actually have it... Is it in my notes here? One sec. So, Ballyhut is... I'm an idiot. It's all underneath the Ballyhut entry at the beginning of the book. Everything, every note from this session that I was like, hey, what?
Where is it?
It's
all right
it's
there.
under the section on Ballyhut specifically because this is not a well-organized notebook. And I just saw the word Triance. Where is it? Where are you? That's... here we go. Ugh. No, that's Dork.
A bag of holding.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So as we wrap up the session, you do decently.
Okay,
Decently.
that's all I can ask for.
So I'm still carting around that half cask.
Which will fit in the bag of holding.
Nice.
So Ballyhut. Yoni South, Hunter Haste, Triance, Izzy,
His head
and
is under your chair.
It is.
Can I maybe use my inspiration since it's the end of the night? And see
yeah.
if I can do-
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna assume I have one too. I got a 2. That's not good.
Well, that was a little bit better. 15.
15. That's pretty good. You do okay. You definitely don't end up.
Better than 12.
You don't rule the city.
You don't end
No.
up as.
You don't end up as the voice.
You don't end up as the voice.
Thank
It's probably
goodness,
good.
we would not have let you.
Wouldn't that have been cool though?
No.
You are not allowed to run a city!
Yeah, that's not true. You would, or that's not good. You would touch anything. So there are a dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen different places in the city for you to get finery done, and everybody is willing to give a 50% discount for you to wear the stage clothes of their tailor shop.
Ooh, anything good?
Whatever you like. Any outfit, entertainers' outfits particularly, are really cheap.
Mhm.
Basically, you can do an exchange trade.
Are any of them kind of weird that I'm a tiefling though?
You
Are they
saved
kind
their
of
town and fought a
embracing it?
giant mechanical spider and freed the soul of a trapped creature. Like, they're pretty okay with you.
Yeah. So I want to look awesome.
Basically, you have the free run of Ballyhut. You get that date, and you do seal the deal.
Woo!
Rockstar.
Congrats.
And before you leave Ballyhut, how long do you hang out? A day, 2 days a week?
Probably a couple days, I'd say
Maybe a
at
couple
least.
days. Probably not
You
quite
also
a
have a
week.
spectacular breakup the day you leave. And as you are leaving Ballyhut, you can already hear that a breakup song has been written about you. And it's called It's Spelled Zero. Wrong Wing. Like a bird flying on the wrong wing. Crashing
Burning.
Burning.
Spectacularly.
like a great X-Wing.
So that'll probably keep her busy for at least one more album,
That's
right?
true. Yeah, no, she's good. Seems
Are
like a new
her
album.
initials TS?
No, but it's Hunter. It's not a
HH.
Taylor, it's a Hunter.
All right.
Hunter Haste.
Yeah.
Hunter Haste.
Hunter Haste. All right, so you will find your way out of the town after a fashion.
Mm-hmm. We're still heading towards that town.
You're heading north. And so there are 2 directions you can go. I need to know which way you're headed. So further down through the mountains, which rings the edge of the Underdark. And as you go through that way, you have 2 directions. Basically, it's down and up. Both are potentially dangerous, as they should be. The first is the lower. The route will take you deep into the bowels of the mountains to a place called Grimstead, which, can you make me a history roll as the dwarf?
is that?
15.
16.
You know Grimstead as Grimgard, a fort city of the dwarves. It's a holy site, known for the temple of the orphan that's there, and the tomb of Grimgard, the nickname given to Merrick Stonehaven, one of the most heroic dwarves in all Mountain Dwarf history. The other direction takes you out along the mountains, and this you won't even need to roll for. It takes you along the mountain range toward a place called Dog Run Bridge, the last settlement before you cross the Earth Scar. Now I want to explain this mountain range to you before we decide which way we go. These mountains are tall, Himalayan tall. These mountains were a site of a great battle between Gren, the god of the dwarves and merchants. This is back when Gren was young and strong and was known as the god of valor and battle. He took his assistant, sidekick, Arcaris, into battle against the Demon Lord, the god of monsters. The battle was fierce, and in it, he defeated the Monster Lord, blinding him in one eye and scarring him deeply, a crime that he still seeks vengeance for. In the process, though, Gren was cut low, and from his wound to this day, he has retired from adventuring, and now teaches and trains and makes weapons. The force of the battle split the mountains. There's a cleft, a crevasse through this mountain range, like a scar on the face of the earth, 2 miles deep. The trail that you'd have to take to get to Dog Run Bridge runs along that scar. So which one is it? Heading up? Heading down?
I don't want to head up, because we've just been flirting with the Underdark, and it was not the most pleasant.
We've spent a lot of time underground. I would very much prefer to actually see some, sky for a
I'm
while.
fine with being underground. I just don't want to go to Underdark.
But we do have safe passage there too.
Not necessarily.
In the Underdark?
We have safe passage
you
at
mean,
the
like,
temple.
the temple.
Yeah, we have safe haven at the temple.
Only at the temple, though.
Only
Getting
at
there
the
is the
temple.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And beyond it.
But I mean, at the same time, going up,
What's gonna come out of that crevice?
that's a big split.
I mean, that's just it's a geographical feature. Like, it's a holy site for dwarves as well. Like, you're fine
And
either way.
I'm happy to go see a location where Arcaris fought.
And I'm kind of okay with going up, because A, that's a dwarven holy site, but also it's kind of one of the best places, like, for my goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
You can have your thing looked at.
I don't know if there's a Temple of Baal up there, but...
There
They
may be.
might find something.
I don't know. I haven't designed that part yet. I've designed Dog Run Bridge like crazy, though. You're going that's at the end of either road eventually.
Which question? How close are we to leveling?
I think you have one more single game session before you level.
Okay.
Nice.
Here.
Okay.
How much XP did we get out of the spider beast?
All right. So you decide to go towards the Earth Scar.
I think we're gonna go
yeah.
up.
As you walk up through the Earth Scar, you wind your way up through the mountains, leaving Ballyhut. And as you do, just outside of your vision, a cloaked figure stands and watches with a large smirk on his now human face, looking back at you with those slitted cat eyes.
I hate this guy.
Very, very entertaining.
Oh no.
I'm really curious what you're going to do next. And then we're going to call game there for the night, because I love this guy.
Oh dear.
What's that?
His name was Alkali.
His name is Alkali? No,
No,
no.
that's what you said it was.
No, that's the demon.
No, the succubus.
The succubus was Alkali, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
listen.
Oh, yeah, Alkali's good. All right.
Yeah,
So-
her I'm gonna miss.
So, what I
Yeah,
did.
they're pretty cool.
So, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to do some, what we call Dork Tales After Dork, and we're just going to chat about stuff. Hope you enjoyed this episode. It was slow in a couple places. The next couple episodes are going to be super good, and the characters asked for an ice dungeon, so they might be getting that sometime soon. So, what I did was, you got the Nothic, so this is what the Nothic looks like, guys. And what I did for the giant spider was I did a modified version of the Gorgon. So the Gorgon is a bull monster that breathes petrifying gas.
You made a spider instead of a bull.
Yeah, basically. Because it's a challenge rating 5. So you split 1,800 experience between you. So that was... What was that? That's 450 experience each for that. We're doing milestone leveling. I mean, you guys, I think that you're mechanically about 1,000 XP each shy of leveling.
Okay.
If you wanted, we could level early. I feel that you need one more adventure before you level.
I think that's fair.
So the idea is that levels 1 through 5, you're local heroes.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we've done some cool shit. Hey, we rescued a town. At level 5 is when you're starting to be like actual heroes. Like that's when you're like, oh hey, I'm Aragorn. Is like 5 through 10. Aragorn from Fellowship. Then you can see him hit the next level increase.
Fair.
So anyway, the Gorgon had a trampling. This is how fucked you would have been. All right. Actions: gore, +8 to hit, 2d12 +5 piercing.
Oh my god!
2d10 +5 bludgeoning. Trampling charge. If the Gorgon moves at least 20 feet, which it tried to do on Amy, and then hits with a gore attack, the target must succeed a DC 16 strength throw or be knocked prone. If the target is prone, the Gorgon can make one attack with its hooves as a bonus action.
And it didn't get an attack on him.
It did not land a single attack against you.
That's amazing.
You got some cool shit, and everybody wrote down the treasure and stuff.
Yeah, I wrote down our rewards from that last.
Yeah, we got
from the very end there.
what 100 gold each equivalent of. We got 22 gems.
22 gems, and they're 50 gold each.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like. What was that 1,100 gold total?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you divide that by 4, I didn't quite calculate that part.
Basically, that's about almost 600 gold each. It's like 550.
Jeez.
600 gold each.
Yeah. Farah skews material goods along.
Yeah, are we counting her as 5, like as a separate or?
I'm not including her for purposes of XP.
Okay.
But I'm not doing XP, so it doesn't really matter.
Mm.
So Farah doesn't really care about money. She never really needed it.
Is it? Wait, how much? 22 gems times 50 is
1,100.
Yeah, divided by 4, right?
Oh, 1,100. Sorry, I was thinking 2,200.
Yeah, and it's 275 each.
Oh, that's not bad for a little middling adventure.
Yeah,
Plus, you got
275 gold each.
the bag of holdings is actually
275.
really expensive.
Yeah.
But the bag of
So
holdings
it's
is going to make your...
275 each?
275 each.
Okay, so the bag of holdings is going to make your life way easier.
Yeah.
The Dwarven Ale. Are you going to drink it or try to sell it?
I'm gonna save it for a special occasion.
It is worth 270 gold.
I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
I might sell it. I might drink it.
Okay. But do put a value in there that it's worth that much. It also...
How much?
270. It also has some special properties. So tell me if you drink it.
My displacer beast pelts.
Yes.
Okay.
I would have gotten those tanned while I was
Yeah.
in Ballyhut.
Nice.
Are they worth anything?
Yeah, totally. You can totally trade them in for materials. You can sell them as well for, I would say you keep some trophies from them, but the pelts are probably worth about 50 gold each.
Alright. Well, as it is 11 o'clock now, I need to get up at 5 in the morning to go to work tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go to bed now.
All
And go
right.
get cleaned up and put everything away. So
All right, so from
see you
Dork
guys
Tales,
next time.
we'll see you later. Amy, stop that stream.
We're working on it.
See you next week for Starfinder when I'll be older.